Hello? Alright, everybody. Welcome back to Chronicles of Grand Nation, The Silent War, episode 29. What a big one episode 28 was. I hope everyone was there for that. Big things happened. Without further ado, I'm going to introduce my fellow players. Let's start with... Van, please introduce yourself and your character.
Oh, we're starting with me.
You
this
know
is
it.
Van. This is Drezel. We killed Demidicus. Yeah.
Tessera, please introduce yourself and your character.
Hi, I'm Anna. I play Tessa. And yes, I am pushing the Tessa as a nickname agenda. And also rocks. Thank you.
Good luck, Rock Queen. Good luck.
It will forever be Tess till I die.
No. I'm pushing
Free
it.
Hick. Please introduce yourself and your character.
Hi, my name's Xavier. I play our short little druid gnome named Brehik Moonshield. And fun fact, did you know that a candle and armor would be considered a nightlight?
Hi, I'm Dylan. I play Muffin, and I noticed that Emily, Muffin's last name isn't in the intro.
She has a last name? What the fuck?
Also, Brehik, Xavier, you've said the one about the night, the candle. I think multiple times now.
Not that one. Nope, not that one.
You've said it.
It has been a different night joke. But never in the intro. So it's new to all the listeners.
Please introduce yourself and your character.
I think Mo's computer crashed.
I thought because Mo unmuted, I thought.
Oh. Shit, sorry.
But I don't know. Okay, Emily, please introduce yourself to the stream. Emily, I can't hear you.
No, I would say, what's going on with Mo's computer?
It crashed.
Oh, I just see it. I got it. Hi, my name's Emily. I am the DM of this campaign. I am always very prepared and on top of everything. Muffin, what is your last name? Because I don't have it as the DM. Please send it to me.
It's in my.
No, it's
my
not.
doc.
No, it's not. I'm looking for it.
It's literally.
Does her family have a last name? Because.
Oh, no. I found it. I found your last name because it's the last name for your father.
That's what I was gonna say. I could have sworn like her parents and her sisters had a last name.
I think is it Thistlewood?
Yeah.
So.
Oh my god. Nowhere does it say that's your last name. That's just your father's last name. I gotta point that out there. When we update the intro for Act 2, I will make sure to include Thistlewood because I forgot you had a last name.
It. I don't think she said it to the gang.
You never said it to
me. Who needs to tell the DM stuff?
I'm so prepared. Oh, it hurts.
Anyway, Mo is currently unavailable, but Zelina's here. This is a problem because usually we go into the match. But Anna, did you want to go?
He has the most computer crashes, and I'm so confused because we have the same computer and we've had it the same amount of time.
Oh man.
Oh gosh. Well, make sure you are following us on all of our social media: Twitch, YouTube, X, Instagram, TikTok. Come join our Discord, especially as, we're going to be entering our little hiatus here. We want to keep up with some of the fun stuff we have coming your way during that hiatus, You might want to make sure you're following along.
I have gotten word that Zelina is back. Please introduce yourself and your character.
Greetings and salutations. It is I, the wonderful Momo Jones. I play Zelina, the charismatic Bardlock, at your service.
And while we're at
Oh,
it,
my brother.
do we have any...
What was that, Dylan? I couldn't hear you because you got interrupted by a wild Xavier.
Do you have any merch updates?
At the moment, we do not, but stay tuned for later on this month. We will have something special for you guys.
And Anna, just because it's now become a new thing, is there a way that people can find all our links to everything?
As a matter of fact, we do have a handy dandy link tree that contains all of our links to all of our social media, our merch store, our Discord, all of that great stuff. You can find it in the bio of most of our social media or in our Discord under the rules and general info and then links tabs there.
I'm sorry, chat. Emily, take it away. Alright then. Good times.
I was muted
everyone.
again. I was muted again. I'm getting so fed up with this.
You're the
Some
one who keeps
official
muting
update.
yourself.
I'm aware of who I am as a person. Some official updates for our streams. So, first and foremost, this is the finale of Act 1. Thank you everyone who has been with us so far through this journey, who's stuck around to watch all of our streams, who have supported us in the background. I genuinely want to give a huge shout out to Kelowna, Mr. Iron. Like, I'm talking some of the people who have been with us from the beginning and have continued to be with us. I know Sai watches pretty regularly as well. I know like Gwen and Jawsome come in sometimes. I really and Angela watches us consistently. I just want to thank all of our viewers. Seriously, you are small but mighty, and honestly, if we can provide enough amusement for even one of you, this stream is a success in my book.
To show that this Act 1 ending intro is even more of a mess up. Hey, Angela, Tom, thanks for making stuff. I forgot to thank you.
Yes, Angela has worked so hard.
29th session of the main
I
game.
know. Speaking of Tom, I have been in contact with Tom, and our official album will be dropping tonight. Will be, well, I shouldn't say tonight. It could be tonight, it could be tomorrow. But if you enjoy any of the music that you hear for us, please give it a listen. It's fun. You can use it in your games. If you think it's cool, if you just want to vibe, need something to study to at work, or while you're doing school, anything. But we should have our official album dropping sometime this week. So keep an eye out on our social media for all of those updates, all of that information. So I think, one more. Though we will be taking a very short hiatus, so for those of you trying to catch up on all of the fun over the past few sessions, we will be returning November 25th at 7:30 p.m. Again, that's November 25th we'll be returning. So we will be taking a 2-week hiatus, and we are going to come back with a lot more surprises that I think a lot of you are really going to like. I think that's pretty much it. So without further ado, we're going to jump back into it.
Let's go.
So we last left off in the Crouzyan Empire, where the sun has come out once again. And the city is ripe for the pickings, you could say. People are gathering their forces, slowly recovering. The hard part is now done. Now it's time to do the cleanup. So
Is it
all
meant to
of
be
you would
audio
emerge.
going on?
Huh?
Is it meant to be music?
Is it meant to be music? Yes. Hold on.
I'm so sorry.
It hasn't been
No,
music the
you're
whole
correct.
time, so it's fine.
Uh,
I can only do one small brain, one task.
DM,
So-
why don't you go to all of our wishes? why, what is it, like, difficult to run an entire game? For 5 people?
You'd be surprised. So, you emerge from the church, taking a step out the front doors as you feel the first rays of warm sunlight hitting your face. The town is still rough. I want to point that out there. You can still see some fires in the distance. You can still see cultists having issues. However, it is grossly more manageable. And you even, in the distance, there's this very thick burning smell, as you can assume that the return of the sun may have charred many of these vampire spawn.
And this is after Demidicus 100% dissipated from being missed.
Yes.
Okay.
Finn will approach Van with, like, a very sorrowful expression, like patting his back. General, I don't think we're gonna do that party.
He just looks over at you. Like, well, at least not for a couple weeks, probably.
I know how much you were waiting. You wanted to do it?
He just blinks. Out of game. I don't know
He's
if Van ever actually mentioned he was looking forward to the party, or if it was Mike.
You were the only one who ever brought it up.
Yeah, but I don't know if that was Van or if that was Mike. I know Van brought it up like once or twice about there being a ball and that there's potentially going to be a problem at the ball with the
probably
dragon
true.
treasures, right?
So, first things first. Are we going back to the castle? Or are we gonna possibly check on... I whispered to Van, like away from Zelina. Should we check on the keep?
Well, I mean, we could take the long way back to the castle. Things aren't exactly, I don't think they're letting people out to their homes yet. I think they're still doing cleanup in terms of getting rid of problems.
If we
assist
take the
with it.
long way, we would be able to check in on the people we know here, like your brother. And I look to Sarah, Inez.
Esplanade, like, yep, please.
Puts a hand on Muffin's shoulder. Come on, you can just call her sister. That's what they are.
What? That's not... Okay, I didn't imply that. You're putting words in my mouth.
What? Inez is Tessera's sister, and Lysander's her father. The better father.
Muffin walks off.
Tessera, how does it feel to have 2 dads?
I thought of like the nastiest comeback, but I held myself back.
Like,
Hey man, what is it like to have no dads? Is that what you were gonna say?
I was gonna say, hey, we're 2 for 0 right now, buddy.
I mean, I'm 200 years old. It's meh to me. At this point.
he's so mean. Yeah, both of them are better than yours. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, really could
Yeah.
be.
Well,
Really
okay,
could be
maybe
like that.
maybe
Really
not
could
your
be like
maybe not your
that.
rock daddy, but Lysander
Still
100%
probably.
is.
Still probably better. Still probably better.
Xavier, are you here?
Not saying it's by much, but still probably better.
Mm-hmm.
Brihick probably, like, with his passive insight, but like watches Muffin you could totally read her expression. She's about to be like, "Don't worry, Van. I also don't have a dad." And then she thinks about it for a second, and then looks like, "I probably shouldn't say that."
Brihik doesn't say anything. He just has a horrified look on his face.
She does like the finger up and then puts it down.
Brihik, you probably have the healthiest family dynamic out of all of us.
Well, I mean, me and my parents are very close, so possibly, yes.
And your
I
brother
want to
doesn't
meet
hate
your
you.
parents.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, sometime relatively soon after the cleanup, we're gonna head to Winebrook, right? That was still the decision that was in the air.
Yes,
Hot
once-
springs.
I mean, that's what we were saying we wanted to do a vacation, wasn't it?
Yes, once
Mhm.
everything's all sorted here, it shouldn't be a problem.
Ooh! Me and my mother can make you all sweetums. You think my bakery? Sorry. You think my baking skills are exquisite? Oh, hers are divine.
Oh, are
I'm
you an
very
Azima?
excited.
My mother sure did. Surely must have learned her cooking from one. What were you gonna say, Muff?
No, I was just excited.
He runs over, gives you a big hug, and says, "Me too. I'm so excited for you all to meet them."
Oh, well,
Like, I just imagine that his mother has the chef feed as well, and Van and her have to like compete for who's the better chef feed.
I would look at Brihik just like, are you sure you want your parents to meet us? Blinks innocently at you.
What's wrong with
No.
us?
Nods. Well, why wouldn't I? Why would I be apprehensive about it?
Well,
I'm
you
not
seem
sure
to have
any of us have the best track record with parents.
that, and also you
Well.
seem to have an ick when it comes to the word Cardano.
Well, with all due respect, Van, I don't really see you or your sister as threats towards my parents' matrimony. You really haven't been that great with the women, and Zell, if it's too hard of a catch for her, then she typically loses interest.
He puts
So-
a hand.
Wow.
He
I'm
puts
sad.
a
I beg your
hand.
pardon.
Yeah, man.
He
just
also
puts a
looks
hand on
innocently
his
back at you.
heart. He just puts a hand on his heart, like that is by far the most hurtful thing I think I've ever heard you say.
Oh, Van, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Look, a rock.
That only
I
works
look
with
to
Sarah.
I look to Cesara when I say that.
That's all really where.
No,
Like
actually,
a dog. Squirrel.
that's a charred piece of bone.
Oh, pudding.
That is not a rock. You lied.
Hey guys, there's a lot of dead people in this town. Should we like do something about that?
Well,
Yeah,
we could
Brihik right now is
definitely-
probably.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, Brihik's probably doing talking as he's like carrying dead, and stuff.
Well, we could definitely help put them where they need to put them. Would it be safe to assume that they may or may not be using funeral barges because there's a lot of water in the city? Emily? To
I'll be
transport
honest, the city
barges?
hasn't really gotten that far.
Ah,
Hey,
Like, you only just saved the city. They're kind of
Yep.
like,
listen, we're on the fast track. We're the heroes of the realm. Also, the
We're-
fixers
we-
of the realm.
weren't we waiting till after our short rest and like ended before we got to stake that fucker?
Oh no, we did. I asked Emily that earlier. She
Oh,
said
okay.
he 100% dissipated after 2 hours and we walked out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think
Couldn't
she said though
remember.
that they're still dealing with the cultists in the city in sporadic bursts.
General, since you know a good amount about vampires, he sort of mentioned like, oh, like, don't worry, I'll come back, blah 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 blah. Is that possible?
Not for vampires that get completely and utterly destroyed into ash or mist or dust, whatever. I think it's probably because he's a demon lord and they don't die when you kill them, they just go back to their home plane.
Wait.
So-
So he was a vampire and a demon lord.
I want to say it was a demon lord that possessed a vampire, if you want to be honest.
Well, hold on. Now, I'm curious about something, Vernon. This is strictly just for informational purposes, but if you and Zelina were to die, would you both just return back to your native plane?
I don't actually think so. Correct me if I'm
Huh.
wrong, God. No, I'm kidding. Correct me if I'm wrong, God. I believe demons, like fiends specifically, are the ones that go. Back
It is
to
like
their
a
own
yeah,
places.
it's a fiend specific trait. You guys die, you're dead.
Yeah, because I'm like fae, celestials. I'm like all those creatures die when they die. It doesn't matter. So he would look at you, Brian.
Wait,
Pretty sure it's just a fiend thing.
I've read in books that there's a spell that sends people back to their own plane. If
Yes.
they use that on you, you'd go back to the Fae?
Yes.
What about, like, I am a tiefling, and I'm pretty sure tieflings
Well,
are
that's-
like devil people.
Well, here's the difference. You were born on this plane, even if you have devil
Okay.
blood. So you're fine. We were not born on this
Mm.
plane, so therefore we would get sent back.
But
Sorry.
what if you don't get taken? Boom! You weren't born on the Fae plane?
Well, if I wasn't born on the Fae plane, I've got a lot of questions, but I'm not really on speaking terms with my parents, so...
I'd probably hate my life.
Rick would like lean over very quietly and whisper to Muffin and say, "What spell again was that?"
It's called banishing emit. Banish emote. Banish.
You know what? No, you know what that reminded me of, Muffin? When they have that video, that meme where the kid goes, in the Beninging. In the Beninging. In the Beninging. That's what that just reminded me of.
I hate how accurate you said that though.
What, the Beninging?
You like articulated it so like well that it threw me off.
Oh, you'll
It's
give
one
me
of
a...
those though, Brehick.
What'd you say, Muffin?
Sorry,
It's one of
Xavier's
those. It's one of those, Brehick.
Oh, fascinating. And he looks over at them.
I can't believe Emily gave me a compliment on the Beninging, but she didn't give me a compliment. No, she didn't give me a compliment on my Scooby-Doo ree-hee-hee-hee voice I did the other day.
Wait, I didn't hear those.
No, we're not. Okay, no. Anyways,
Wait.
as you are
Would
outside.
you rather
the
that than uwoo's, Emily?
Ree-
Okay, I'm done.
I can only do the laugh. Continue, Emily.
Yeah, no, you're outside the church. Oh my god. This is the session to be silly. It really is. This
We
is literally
just-
just clean up.
We just dealt with fucking Demidicus.
Oh, I know, and this is if there's time to be silly, it's now.
We make the long way to the keep to check it out, or something.
Is that I was gonna ask? Is that where are you guys going?
Well, that's what Bree.
Yep, we're going the long way.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Definitely going the long way. Look for cultists.
I was gone after the little discussion, and I was going to check on my cart.
So the keep.
Yeah, but you guys were having a side conversation. I left during that side conversation.
I assumed we had it while we were all walking there.
Well, they said they were stopping.
Unless you purposely like fast walked away from us while we were walking to the keep.
Pretty much. It was when Brick was like, "Oh, it was like if Zelina has a hard time, she gives up." She said, "Like really," and then she just walked away.
He
Not-
meant it with
not-
love
not-
interests.
Mm-hmm.
You
She took that
insulted
offense.
Zelina.
Yep.
I meant it with love interests, Selena.
She's not stopping for no cultists, no dead body on the side of the road. Her cart is priority one.
Well, we're going to your brother first. Did you want to stop to that?
The cart is
Alright.
priority 1.
To the tower.
Alright, so you're gonna go straight to your keep. You guys are kind of walking in that direction, but you're gonna stop at the tower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright.
I wouldn't let Selena walk alone. So I'd probably walk with Zoe.
She will misty step around the corner so you can't find her. And keep walking.
Brehik, you've got a month to fix this.
You know what? He doesn't feel he said anything horrible. I will still walk toward the keep.
Are you walking towards the keep, or are you stopping at the tower?
No, I'm walking to the keep.
Okay.
Zell split off, so I'm making sure nothing happens.
Alright, so you'd be a little behind her, but you went with her.
Hmm.
Alright, let me get the map together real quick. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Bear with me. 2 seconds. Ba-da-ba-da. Okay. You're not there. No. Go. Stop, computer. Okay, so Van, Tess, and Drezel, you head to the tower.
And Muffin.
That's what I said.
No, you didn't.
Van, Tess, Drezel, and Muffin!
I heard no Muffin.
So yeah, you approach the tower. So courtesy to contrary, I guess, to like how it looks, right? Because it's pretty clean. The blood, it looks very clean on the map. They are still putting things together. If that makes sense, like there's still cleanup going on in the background. You see some Silver Falcon members having finally made their way over. There are sporadic bonfires placed around the city streets as you're walking, where they are basically making pyres of charred cultists and vampire spawn. But you would make your way towards the Arcane Tower.
Yeah. Guess we're
Yeah.
walking up. Okay.
You would walk in, you would see Yvonne and Archie sort of collaborating. You see they're leading like some of the cleanup. You see a few mages sort of scrubbing the floors of blood, tossing out broken furniture, fixing other furniture that they can, just trying to pretty much establish like a recovery or a cleanup crew. But seeing you guys, Archie would immediately kind of like run up to you, Van, and he like holds your shoulders, looks you over, making sure you're okay.
Yes, I'm perfectly fine. So is Zelena, so is Brehik. Vampire Demon Lord dude is dead.
Okay, alright, good. Alright. I guess that's all to say to it. Was it...
Odd?
You're gonna give details. And he pulls out his notebook,
Definitely, I guess. And he would recap in Van fashion. Like, the first fight where we got our ass kicked, and then the second fight where we kicked his ass.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, you spend time, you recount to Archie everything you kind of had gone through. Yvonne would make her way around to, like, Finn and Tessera, also appearing relieved, and she would say, I'm glad you're both okay, too.
Yeah, let's be honest. Brick pretty much the reason we won that.
We script by.
Oh. You definitely earned your name if you haven't before.
I beg to differ with a lot of the bodies in the streets, but that's my own opinion.
Sometimes loss is unavoidable.
How did things go over here?
Once we were able to get a foothold in the tower, fortification became easier than expected. Thankfully, some of the Silver Falcons came, and they were able to ward off a lot of the cultists before they could cause any more significant damage.
So I don't know if we really mentioned this to you, but your stuff up there on the top floor
with the teleportation circle, yes, I believe we told them that, Muffin, right?
Did we tell them that we, killed the thing in there?
Oh, the skulls? I don't know if we told them about the skulls. We just told them there's a teleportation circle and some fucking shit up there.
Yeah.
There was a lot going on at the time.
Yeah.
Is that, like, really bad that we did that?
At all. We will be able to replace any sort of wards or magic that were previously broken from it.
Okay.
You know...
No, she just would have sighed and said, again, thank you all.
Oh, well, you're welcome. Question. Are those crystals or ice crystals around your head?
They're a concentration of mana. Many people in Rexumia tend to have some sort of spell focus or gems that adorn them in order to help channel some of the magic.
I just thought it might be... Well, actually, no, you ever thought about sharing some of those with some of our spellcasters? Anyways, I thought it was something to do with ice, and I was going to question, because I feel like I've questioned Archie this a lot. He wears a lot of thick clothing that's very warm for somebody who likes the cold. And I thought maybe, like, you were also somebody who likes the cold but didn't wear thick clothing. It was an observation. I was wrong.
Archie, the most straight-laced, just goes, I like the aesthetic.
He looks back and he goes, yes, and you will sweat when it gets hotter.
I don't sweat.
You glisten.
The silence is strong.
No, I was trying to think of how Archie would say it. He says, condensation can occur with hotter weather, but it's not wet.
I look back at Yvonne. Did he hit his head recently?
Is water wet?
It's moist.
It's moist.
God.
She's like, he's always cold to the touch. I don't know what to explain. I mean, he melts.
Oh, he does.
And then you see him he gets a little blushy, and he's like, I don't melt. And he says that so offended. Like, how dare you insinuate I melt?
We only ever had one temperature in the Feywild, so that'd be interesting to see. Is it like getting shorter, or does he turn into a puddle? What'd you say, Muffin?
What was it? What was the temperature?
In the
In the
Feywild?
Feywild. Yeah.
Probably about a brisk autumn day, 99% of the time.
Ooh, autumn is my favorite season.
You and Zelina.
Oh my
prefer-
god! I didn't even realize actually
What?
that Zelina was autumn.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's spring, summer, fall, and winter. Eladrin.
That was the whole. So, how do I explain this? The first Storm Kings game I ran, there was Eladrin siblings. They met in the Feywilds, 2 of which were dead. Originally, me and Mo were going to play the dead siblings in a different game. But we changed stuff up, and yeah, no, there's just 1 sibling for each season.
Wow.
29 episodes in. Hey. Anyways, what did he say?
I lost my train of thought.
Well,
You're welcome.
I would look at Yvonne and just be like, no, I mean, he's your boyfriend, so I guess you know him best. Says with a smirk.
Simultaneously, both of them say, "We're not together." Like,
Inside check.
Inside check.
Please.
2.
13.
Okay, 8.
Wait, I want in on this shit.
Yes! That's our go!
This is fucking funny as shit. For the drama.
Go on, Tess, go on! 16!
I love that. Tess, one of them is lying.
Which one?
Oh,
That's just that I've been one of them lying.
Oh, I know one of them is lying. Listen, just give it a couple more years. They're both elves. It takes a while.
Is she an elf? Oh, yeah, I guess so, yeah.
I don't know. Do those ears fucking say any differently?
She's just a really tall goblin.
If that's a goblin, guys, I'm going for the wrong people.
So, we probably got some more people to go check on, unless you have anything really important you need to talk to your brother about.
No, also, Mari's fine. She was in the castle. And apparently, he gets a more evil grin. You send her messages all the time.
Oh, yes!
Your point?
You told me you had no contact with her whatsoever, outside of helping her with the magic item.
He shrugs and says, "So?"
Gonna take that, Van?
He just crosses his arms, looks at him.
Archie crosses his arms and looks at you.
I'll remember this.
If you look closely to Sarah, it's a brother standoff.
I get it, apparently.
Well, if it helps, I trust you now.
You know, Brehik said something interesting earlier. He said I didn't have very good luck with the ladies. Would you agree with that, Archie?
Yes.
Wow.
Ouch! Fucking hell!
I've lost my entire identity, so I'm going to go. As he just
He says it with a smirk.
as he turns and just goes to walk out the door.
He's like,
There
It's
was
like-
no hesitation in that, though. God damn! Fuck!
as you're like turning, he just goes, "Look, you're too picky."
It's not being
He
picky.
is. He really is.
He says, I'm sorry that I want to spend the rest of my life with somebody and start a family and not just... Whatever.
Yeah, good for you,
I
Van.
don't have to
I'm proud of
explain
you.
myself to you. It's-
Just the slight eyebrow wiggle.
Gosh, I swear. The only sane one as he walks...
Muffin will skip after.
All right.
Even my own fucking brother. I gotta ask
The
Amari.
golden
I swear, if
coin.
I ask Amari and she, no hesitation, says exactly, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Hey, that's only 2 out of 4. That's only 50%.
Look, it's you know Archie. You know what he does. He thinks you're too picky. He thinks you're too picky, and he thinks Amari's not picky enough.
Yeah, and he's perfectly fine himself, uh-huh.
He's perfect in his mind. He is the perfect Cardano. I pencil in a 12:30 fuck, and then he moves on with his day. That's a perfect regiment of, sex to work ratio.
How does he feel about Zelina, though? That's the question.
Yeah, you never say anything about Zelina.
Yeah.
I don't want to ask about my sister's love life to my other brother. Not in the company of others.
Not in the company of others. As your parents would openly discuss their, sleeping partners.
Gee.
Well, that's what happens when you're, some fake people, man. You just open orgies all around,
But for you, Briac and Zelina, because you're heading straight there, you would get to your keep eventually. Very similar to how you left it, Briac. It is slightly ramshackled. All of your cart items, Zelina, were moved inside. Your cart is damaged to a point it would need to be repaired, but it can be repaired.
Zelina just on her knees looking at the cart. Okay.
I'm patting your shoulder.
She is very heartbroken about the cart. And then she just gets up and rubs the cart on the side. It's like, I have plans for you. I will rebuild you. And you will be stronger than ever. As she's trying to hold back the tears. As she's holding back the tears.
I will improve you. You will be better, stronger.
Oh, yes, 100%. I'm talking about, giant ballista on the rooftop, a flamethrower in the front, with the portable ram.
With what money?
Don't worry about how I got
Figure
money.
it out.
No.
We just saved the city. I'm sure we'll figure it out.
Life finds a way, Mike. Life finds a
I don't think
way.
everyone's gonna allow us to have siege equipment attached
Michael,
to our
it will
cars.
be okay.
Hey,
We'll
look
figure
here.
it out.
I already talked with the DM, and it's a possibility. Okay.
I don't believe you.
You don't believe me? God, did we have a discussion about it?
It was a hard, we'll talk about it later.
Hey, that's I still
That is
didn't lie.
you.
I didn't lie. I
It's
did
not
lie.
a no. It's not a no, but it's not.
Emily gave the most parent answer ever. I'll think about it.
Hey, but it's not a no.
It's not a no. But you're mourning the loss of your car, Briac. What are you doing?
Oh no, just after I've done patted her back and she feels better, fuck, I don't know, head inside, water my plants.
You see some broken plant pots on the ground.
Briac
Were
does
they
cry
there
now.
before? Were those broken before?
Sure.
Okay. It is important because if not, then that means that Q did it, and she did it on purpose. But he will go up to the plants and he will say, "Don't worry, my love, I will fix you." And then Druid craft, and I forget the word for it when people tend to broken parts of the plants or dying parts of the plants.
Pruning?
Yes, he will start doing that and finding jars or whatever fucking vases or whatever we have around and replant.
Yeah, you take your time. essentially, I'm imagining you're cleaning up the house too. Like it's just the process of.
I have all of the windows wide open in case any fucked up noises like screams or fucked up magic being casted or anything.
Yeah. Okay. And what are you doing after, Zelina? You mourn your cart.
She gets up, dusts herself off, and with a firm look, she is going to storm off to go find the Grandmaster.
The Grandmaster
Yeah.
of...
Silver Falcon.
Oh,
There's
I
only
thought you were
one
going to say the
Grandmaster.
Grandmaster of cart fixing, and I'm like, do we have one of those in the city? To say?
You can assume they might be at the palace.
Of the Blue Falcons.
Well, there's only one Grandmaster, but no, Zelina's gonna fix the cart herself.
Well, actually, that's harder to
but-
say. Like, they could be, but also they were dispatched throughout the city.
I will
you-
find a Silver Falcon member on my way walking around and ask them where is her location.
Rolling a thing real quick. Okay. They would know that she would be on patrol, probably helping with a lot of the, like, recovery, as well as eliminating a lot of the, like, stragglers. They would probably put you in a general direction, but it would take you a little bit to find her.
That is okay. I am hunting her down.
Alright.
Worrying sentence, but alright.
Brehik,
Yes.
while you are cleaning, can you roll me a perception check?
For you, anything.
You're gonna see your friend Q again.
That is a 17.
While you are
How the-
cleaning, I imagine you're lifting some pretty heavy boxes, and
You pull out your bag.
while you are probably like helping, because I'm imagining you're fixing up more than just your druid stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm setting up the house.
Yeah, you would like trying to lift a lot of this heavy furniture. Your bag would spill over, some of your journal and notes would be like battered.
Oh no! I rushed to get him.
Yeah, and as you're like scooping them in, you notice that Q made little like side notes in the margins.
Oh.
Like petty shit where she fixed your to your.
Oh,
I would like this said right now. Brehik has great grammar. Okay.
I know.
Yeah, but even if you have great grammar, you fuck up one time.
Or like little notes of just like it's a combination of grammar, actually this is like the correct way to describe this, or like little opinions of like, you know, that sounds like a dramatic reaction.
He will suck his teeth at this, like, huh. Well, I guess I could just tell Zell that you destroyed her cart and we'll see about that. He's doing little scribbles on the side of it.
Brehik gonna put out a hit. If
Tell me
if
how
you
to-
even mention her name to Zelina, that's a hit.
Tell me how many scoops of sugar I put in my bonbons. How dare
Pretty
you.
much. Oh yeah. Or for your recipes, she would have added just like, you know, an extra cup of cinnamon goes a long way, or hey, you're using too many eggs. Like the audacity.
Oh yeah, He turns a shade, just a little bit slight more red. Purple because he's gray.
But you are doing that at the house.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, the rest of the group, as you're traveling towards your keep, you, I'm assuming, are stopping by the Guild of the Golden Coin, you said? Or
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Am I gonna have to expect flirting? I look to Van.
Well, I don't know if I'm even allowed to at this point.
You're not.
Well, no, not because you're telling me not to flirt with your sister. I mean, in terms of just
'Cause he was
apparently I have
broken.
bad luck everywhere.
I'm sorry. If I knew the conundrum you are going through right now,
Listen,
Bree would apologize
listen.
profusely.
He just had the fucking 200-something years into his life realized my siblings have moved on. I don't need to be the parent figure anymore. I don't have anything else outside of that, and or being a flirty person with the chicks. And I don't even have that. Oh no.
I somewhere, some far away, Brehik is giving you hugs in the distance.
I don't want your fucking hugs.
I don't need your fucking pity, bitch.
Unless you are a girl, I don't want your fucking hugs. Can you wild shape into a chick, Brehik? I don't think so.
I can wild shape into a female cub.
Nope.
Does that help you?
No, it will not. I'm going into the Guild of the Golden Coin.
That's immediate.
Muffin's just gonna be like, this seems like a lot. I'm gonna go meet the guys over at the thing. You guys have fun.
Wait, where are you going?
I'm going to the keep.
Well, you can't go alone. Druzzle's going with you.
Come on, boy, let's get out of here.
Buddy system.
Until the
Say
city is
hi.
considered safe, we are not non-buddy systeming this.
Say hi to Hushed and Misty for me.
Oh, well, I'll do that first, because I can't flirt with them.
So you walk in.
Yeah.
As soon as you walk in, Misty would see you, Van, when you round that corner, and she does the thing when a kid runs full sprint with their head down into your knees,
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
and wrapping their arms around your legs.
One
She's
of my
trying to take you out.
partners does that to me every morning.
Oh.
Almost
like-
knocks me down every time. Too.
It's just like, oh, and careful, don't want me to fall and never get up again.
The most Puss in Puss in Boots eyes, as she looks up at you all teary-eyed, and she's like, "You're alive!"
Yes, we are. It got a little hairy for a bit, but hey. He does the thumbs up, Defenders of the Realm, or whatnot.
I heard that you got your butt kicked and that you were gonna die, and I'm not really scared. But if you want to hear something really cool, I killed a vampire. And she holds up a vampire fang.
A
Oh my
vampire
god.
head.
Oh.
A fang.
He's whiplashed a little bit, just well, that's actually quite impressive. You'll have to tell me someday how you did that. Looks at Hushed.
Hush puts two hands up I am not a part of this.
Except you are, it's your kid.
Oh no, he
Literally your
knows, but he's
daughter.
I've done what I could. And she gets this, there's a glint in this little kid's eye.
Oh no.
I've had murder and I want more.
I'm just gonna re-show their art because it's been a hot second.
Yeah, you can see the glint.
As little Misty kind of looks left, looks right, leans in, puts a hand up to whisper, and goes, "If you're looking for something good, though, I got connections."
What?
Whoa.
Missy Nut? Miss Knee Nut. Wow. Missy Nut says that? I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Alexa. I'm sorry that I called your NPC Misty Nut. He will lean down.
Oh, that took the wind out of me.
He will lean down. Well, I guess that depends on what do you mean. Are you trying to bargain away money?
She reaches into like her little satchel and she pulls out this small wooden box.
Uh-huh.
And when she opens it, it is filled with vampire teeth.
Oh my god!
Now here's the question. Did you just pick those out of the body after you killed them or after they were just dead?
Yes.
I don't know how to feel about a child going around and pulling teeth out of vampire spawn corpses. Like a fucking... like Vesley from the fucking Bloodsworn trilogy.
So, hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
Bone bow.
He kind of like does the like cocks his head. Typically when you make a bow out of bone, don't you use one long piece of bone, not looks at
multiple
the pile of teeth? I don't even know how you would put that together to make it even work.
Oh, I got connections. Don't you worry about that. Question is how much you're willing to pay for it.
I think she might have been hanging out with Inez too much.
Husk looks so regrettable behind her, just like, oh, this is...
He just looks like, well, the question is, I don't know if I want to pay you money if I don't know if it's going to work yet.
Okay, I see. Hard bargain. Alright.
If you can legitimately get me somebody that comes along and says, no, we can add these teeth to your bow or make a bow out of them, no problem, then we'll talk.
Okay, you know what? You're right. I'm thinking ahead of it too far. Arrows.
Well, I mean, that would work better. I just don't know what it would do outside of a normal arrowhead.
Well, you make your own arrows. I sell you the box of teeth, and you can make your own arrows with them.
I mean, theoretically, I could.
Hushed, like, leans over and he goes, she's been trying to pawn off these teeth all day. Please.
Like, please,
You are like
please,
like you are the
buy them?
You are the fifth person that she has asked today.
How much for the box of teeth?
For you, I'll give you a discount. 50 gold.
I like this kid.
Oh, you know what? It's been a fucking
For some
day.
teeth.
It's been a fucking day. She could have 5 platinum.
You are not giving 5 platinum for
That's
teeth.
50 gold!
Do not give the child that much
Listen,
money.
when she grows up, she'll
Give the child
remember
that
me.
much. Whoa!
What?
Okay, whoa, no, don't. Remember me as in a merchant for discounts in the future. How fucking dare you? This is a child. We are a PG-18 fucking podcast.
Whoa!
She will proudly hand you a box of teeth. For mechanical purposes, Mike, when you go to make your arrows, you can use these teeth to make a very specific set of arrows.
That do nothing.
They do an extra 1d6 necrotic damage.
Oh!
Interesting.
What?
This box has enough to make about... hold on, it was a box of teeth. What did I write down? 25 arrows.
Yo, that's a lot.
Interesting.
You can actually see what with woodcarver tools you can actually make. What I think on a short rest 10 arrows and a long rest 20. So
The question,
you're right.
Follow-up question, because most arrows with magical effects lose them upon hitting. Because normally you can recover half of the arrows spent rounding down. I'm assuming
These would, yes. They would lose their magical
That's
effect
what I
upon
assumed.
firing.
Okay. Okay. I'll keep that in mind because I currently do have proficiency with woodcarver's tools. I just need to actually get woodcarver's tools.
You could ask me. I have some.
Listen, but
I have a lot of.
what happens when you're just not near me?
Oh,
Hmm?
where is he?
They're in the box, in the cart. That's why.
No, I know.
Oh, where is
But in
he?
case we both want to make arrows at the same time.
No, I usually swap out between. Right now, I'm on the herbalism kit because to make potions. So
I also have 20 silvered arrows, which I don't know what to do with since I have a magic bow, so...
I did forget someone here as well.
They walk down the stairs. Who's
It would be with Lysander and
Oh my
Inez.
god!
Oh my
you
god.
go? My boy.
No!
There's our boy.
Our boy!
What? Zugo?
Don't
He's
you
our boy.
fucking respect on Zugo's name. God damn it.
No! I can't fucking make it.
He's the reason we got so many gifts from Xavier.
Who's
He
in
is
debt?
a beautiful goblin.
Yeah.
I am no longer in debt, no. I paid it
No,
off.
I know, but he was.
But
But I am incredibly broke now because
yes, you go up to Inez, who runs at you, gives you a huge hug, and does the like, oh my god, you're okay. I was worried. Good thing you're okay. How dare you make me worry? Smack. Oh my god, at least you're okay.
Not anymore.
Fine, but very clearly was beat the fuck up. Oh,
Yeah,
just
you were
like,
one of the lower health ones.
got to literally 1 HP. And she's like, "Yes, I'm fine. We, just had to fight a vampire demon lord. Nothing crazy.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
that up right here.
Yeah, everyday work, just, fight a demon lord, send it back to hell, whatnot. That's perfect, yeah.
Oh, and you're one of the defenders of the realm, apparently.
Oh, I'm sorry, great defender of the realm. She starts getting, real sarcastic with you.
She's like, I was hoping I'd get more points for the whole still being alive thing.
I guess. And she, pinches your cheek a bit. You would see Lysander, who very relieved you're alive, but also was kind of with you when you guys were going into that invasion. So he's a little not less worried, but more you succeeded. I knew you would.
Uh-huh.
But you see, he was having a conversation with Sugo, and as soon as you kind of come over, you would see the little goblin kind of do some side steps, inching away.
Was I interrupting something important?
He's upstairs. He kind of slinks his way off, and Lysander shakes his head. He says, "No, not necessarily. Just fixing an error on some paperwork." And as he says that, Inez kind of gives you a very long look and it's like, paperwork. Errors.
You implying that your dad slept with Sugo? What was that?
What's going on? She raises the confused eyebrow, what?
Cause the gold coin makes mistakes all the time. Using expired stamps.
Yeah.
But it's okay, because it was a mistake. Right, Tess?
Must have been.
Lysander genuinely is no, it happens, it's whatever, fully believing it, where Inez is I know your group.
What are you talking about?
Glad that could be cleared up, though.
Yeah, totally cleared up. So we've got a lot of work ahead of us. You're not looking for a part-time job, right?
Am I allowed to walk over there, by the way, Emily?
If you want, yeah, I'm not gonna restrict you.
Oh, I didn't know how long it took me to buy teeth from fucking mistiness. Okay.
He's like,
I like how Emily gave you the warning. Are you sure about this?
I see. Be like, what exactly are you thinking?
Also depends
You
on the
know.
reward.
Oh, it's part-time job. We pay you a little bit. Just helping clean up, file paperwork, data entry, just boring clerical stuff. Just
I look at Tessera. I look at Inez. Is this because you don't want to do it?
absolutely not. It's a team effort. And
We
besides,
just-
me and Tess used to work together all the time.
We just killed the vampire lord and a lot of the vampire spawn. So if we're doing
Team
a
And you
team
did such a good
effort-
job at it too.
Damn! Tess rolls her eyes.
Stabber.
She's like, I'll help if I can. I assume we'll be around for at least a bit.
She immediately kind of glomps your arm and is like, "Oh my god, you're the best. Did you hear that, Dad? She's gonna help. So I've got my work buddy. Awesome, great. We're gonna get started." And she starts dragging you off, Tess.
Hey, right now,
fine. You can start tomorrow morning.
I'll be sure to be bright and early.
And I mean, Tess. You know that anytime she's roped you into work, it is you doing 80% of the group project.
I assume, but it's Tess, and she would want to help because it's Inez.
I know.
So she's okay with it.
And I will say to you too, Van, she is very grateful of your guys' help, but she can't help this. It's a involuntary.
She can't help who she is.
Exactly. She's unapologetically herself in every regard.
She knows she can get Tess to do it, so she has to get Tess to do it.
But is there anything else you guys want to do here?
No, I'm not gonna flirt with her because it's gonna involve me doing work.
Yeah.
Yeah! If everybody's chill?
Yeah. Oh god. Can't believe I bought a bunch of vampire fangs from a child.
You
And
sure
you
did.
almost didn't do it.
No, I was gonna do it because why not? But it's just the fact that she was trying to sell me tea.
She did it with the same energy that you go up with Girl Scout cookies.
She did. It's literally the idea of it's like, oh, can I buy some Girl Scout cookies? Sure, yeah, here's a 20. Thank you very much. Where's my change? Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. As Muffin, you are walking back with Drezel.
Yes, I am.
Drezel picks this time to talk. I'm gonna punch him in the nose.
As you're walking, Drezel would say,
You fucking asshole.
he would say out loud, Muffin, "That was a close call back there."
You tend to talk when it's just me. Do you like me?
He says,
She sparkle eyes.
"You're adequate."
I'm adequate.
That's not as much of a compliment as you think it is.
Should I know that? Yeah, it was pretty dangerous, but good thing we have you there, boy. I pat him.
He does the huff of yes, I am a good boy. He doesn't say it, but it's the posture.
This is correct statement.
Bueno.
Yeah, and you're making your way to the keep.
Sure am.
You would probably get there first, before the group, obviously, because you're heading right there. Brehik, what are you doing at the keep?
Me, Xavier, forgot that I am all oily and nasty, so Brehik is bathing. Totally
sure are,
spaced
bud.
that. Brehik is bathing.
You fill up a wash tub at the keep and you're bathing.
Quite medieval fantasy shit. We don't have showers.
No.
We can make some.
Okay, yes, then I am. Yes, that is 100% going to be what I'm going to propose later. But yeah, I'm bathing.
Yeah. You're washing yourself up. You get there, Muffin. It's still rough, obviously, but you do see signs that, like, the others might have started to clean up a bit.
Do I see Zelina in just pure sadness?
You do not. She left.
Okay. So wait, I get back to the keep. There's no one there, because, like, Brehik's taking a bath, technically, and I don't know that. It's like, oh, Dressel, they didn't make it home.
He would definitely be singing.
Oh, okay, never mind.
He's bathing and singing.
Dressel goes to be a good boy and sits at the front door.
Let me know when the others come back, alright?
Affirmative.
He's talking a lot more now. Muffin will sneak away to her room. And as soon as she gets in there, she will flop down on her bed and go, I did it! I hope you are watching! That was so much fun! What do you think? Was that a good audition? She's sort of talking out loud.
Yeah, you'd hear a voice. Familiar voice.
Mm-hmm.
Saying, might have pushed you a bit too hard here and there, but I think you did pretty well.
Thank you. Thank you. So, and she'll sit cross-legged on her like bed. What happens now? What do I do?
Well, you continue to pursue your goal of whatever it is that you're trying to do. And I am willing to support you in that. As long as you continue to spread my message.
Which is...
to never give up.
Oh, I have that in spades. I don't give up.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down.
I might get knocked down a couple times, but, you know, I'll get up in the end.
Get knocked down, I get up again.
That's what matters. I think you're going to make a wonderful prodigy. And we're going to have a lot of training to do.
Well, I don't know how long you've been looking, but I'm very good at training. Or at least I know how to train.
You mentioned, like, how long you've been looking, and there's, like, a hesitation to the voice.
Is that what did I say something wrong?
No, dear. But there are a few aspects I want to implore onto you. Some wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
change is a part of life. Everything changes, it grows. Life ends and new life begins. Part of what makes humanity beautiful is their ability to change, to think and adapt. The creativity in the culture that they show, being able to develop. I want to protect that.
I don't really get it, but I hope to. Someday.
I think you will.
She'll just smile.
And the goddess Atri will instruct you on how to build a shrine.
Huh!
So you can start praying.
Goddess Atri, have we heard of them before? Is that one of the ones?
Atri, she is the goddess of change, creativity, and culture in our pantheon.
Yeah.
You've seen a
she's
few
true,
statues
bro.
of her.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, she'll get started while Brick's in the shower.
As the rest of the group is making their way back to the keep as well, Zelina, you went off to go find Grandmaster Sildove.
That is correct.
You would find her amongst the townsfolk, dealing out instructions to some of the nearby Silvered Falcon members. But she's also, you can tell she's covered in like dirt and debris. Parts of her armor are a little tattered, like she's been in the thick of it. Essentially like pulling out survivors, still dealing with the cultists. Like she's been at the forefront of all of the aid efforts.
Mm-hmm.
And she would turn to see you. Kind of do a double take for a second, and then you see her shoulders sort of relax a little bit, like, okay, it was true that they succeeded.
Yeah. I just approach her and just like, well, you see, the deed has been done.
It has. Good on all of you. Now we can get back to the rescue efforts and focus on protecting the people.
Yes. The people. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Just as hard it was for us to save people here in the Empire, what about those out there? How hard would it be to muster up a force to go protect them or look at them?
What do you mean by out there?
And she like point outside the walls of the Crouzyan Empire, the city. The wee folk.
Those outside the capital, you mean?
Yeah, those outside the capital.
Okay. She says, We have members of the Silver Falcons stationed all across the Empire. We help where we can, but our reach can only go so far. Many of our captains tend to take point on the more congested areas, though I will admit that sometimes the lesser towns tend to go under the radar. A flaw we're working to prevent in the future by gathering more members.
Well, I have a solution for that. I wish to join the Silver Falcons to help with the small towns that don't have protection.
She raises an eyebrow. You're wanting to join a band of mercenaries.
Yes, I know it's very weird. The band of mercenaries that I kind of put a fast one on. I know, it's an oxymoron.
Very much so.
But my travels, which brought me here to the capital, I've seen a lot. And I've had a lot of self-reflection. To where being this hero of the realm is not just protecting the capital city of the empire, but also the small folks in these smaller cities that don't have any outreach.
I can respect the notion. However, it's going to take a lot more than just a few pretty words in order to persuade your way into my group.
Yes, I know that. But I am very dedicated to a task that I put my mind to.
I see that. And you did well for the Empire. Not just in the capital, but I did hear from a reliable source from Bycrest that you've been working hard for some of the smaller towns. Despite the commotion with my sister.
Do forgive me for that. That was just a pride thing.
I can understand pride. I can also understand knowing your limitations, and when to admit them, and when to overcome them. Is that something you're willing to do? Overcome your own limitations?
Within a heartbeat, I've been pushing myself past my limitations to try and break my own walls to where I can go beyond.
I won't promise you anything. But I could put you through the training. Work with some of our younger recruits. Learn underneath some of the captains. Then we'll see if you've got what it takes.
Well, that's all I need. Is a chance to show you what I can really do.
I'll give you the chance, but the rest is up to you. You either succeed or you'll fail.
Well,
But regardless of the outcome, you hold your head high. You don't let anyone make you feel weak or lesser than what you really are. Not even the Silver Falcons.
Well, that I can do.
Good. You'll report tomorrow for training at 0800. Don't be late.
Oh, don't worry, I won't.
And, wear something that you plan to get dirty in.
With the snap of my finger, my outfit just changes into something this plain old regular leather armor that can get dirty.
I'd call you a prima donna, but that was kind of interesting.
No, yes, I mean, you can thank one of my companions. They spent a lot, I guess, on this armor for me.
Well, it looks good on you.
Well, thank you, Grandmaster.
I thought you were gonna call her Grandma. Why, thanks, Grandma.
If you called her Grandma, she would have just turned. She just on a heel.
She probably would.
And you're gone.
Yep, yeah, that's it.
You know what I also thought she was gonna say? She was going, oh, and tell you or whatever when she said that. I thought she was gonna go, oh, and tell your brother I'm free at 5.
I mean, we'll see.
Which brother?
Oh!
It's Archie. No,
It's such a
it's
specific
not-
time, yeah.
It's not. Yeah, it's Archie. What do you mean?
If you have to put a time on it, it's probably Archie.
I mean, and she's blue too.
Yeah, she's got the same.
He's an air
skin tone.
Nazi, yeah. But with that being said, she will offer a hand to at least shake your hand.
I will shake her hand.
So yeah, she will give you a shot, not a guaranteed spot.
Oh
But
yeah.
she is willing to put you through training.
And then I will let her get back to business, and I will head on to the Ruby Guard outkeep or outpost.
I would like to become a Ruby God. I would like to become a Solar
No, no.
Falcon.
No, I just gonna check to make sure to see if Braun is there.
I can, if it helps, he's not there. He was with you guys when you were leading the force against the church, so you can assume he's out in the city doing... You can assume a lot of them are going to be out in the city until, like, way later into the evening.
Alright, then I leave a note on the table to where everyone can see it. And it says, "Hey Braun, I'd like to meet up for dinner. Your love, Zelina."
Oh!
Bitch!
Yep.
I thought
This
it
poor man is going to be publicly hazed now for the next, like,
Yep.
month.
I thought Emily was gonna say Braun is out in the city doing God's work. Shit. Damn, that's raw.
And I put a little smiley face and winky face. And I write something that only that Braun would know that I'm like joking. But it's because he didn't tell me at the party what was going on, so this is payback.
Oh,
Alright. What are you doing after that?
Walking the street back to my keep.
Ow.
I will say the other group's gonna get there first,
I have a.
unless you're stopping somewhere else.
I didn't plan to unless there's a shop open selling woodcarver's tools. Otherwise, I was gonna.
There are no
I
shops.
was gonna ask the Sarah a question. Otherwise, if that's allowed.
You said
Who am I, the
salty.
DM? Go do it. Do what you want. I'm not your mom.
Good. That'd be really fucking weird if you were. Anyways, Van's gonna look at Tessera as we're just walking back through the carnage of the city. So, there's something I've been wondering for a while now, but I haven't found the right time to bring it up. Because I wouldn't think you'd want to discuss it, not in private.
And what's that?
So you and Inez, are you actually sisters, or is this like childhood friend turned romance, like one of those stories?
I consider her my sister.
Alright. That just wanted the clarifications. No weird jokes were made at your expense or hers.
You glad that you I don't know if I trust that.
Well, I mean, if you honestly are telling me you treat her like a sister and you feel no romantic interest in her whatsoever, then why would I joke about that? That's weird.
She's like, okay. She's like, I don't know why that needed clarification when I said it multiple times.
People lie to themselves and others.
Maybe you just need to be more trustworthy.
I need to be more trustworthy. Me, not you, Mrs. Harbinger.
Tessera,
Uh-huh.
from your satchel, there's a muffled sound.
Hmm?
What do you
What?
have in your satchel? What's
The-
speaking in your satchel, Tessera?
She peeks.
It's just your
Like,
rocks. Like, it's just like the Lambert rocks.
They'll be like, alright, Lambert, you want to come out? Is that what it is?
You let the rocks kind of fall and they reassemble into Lambert. And Lambert, looking up at you with the soulless eyes, goes, Harbinger!
That
His first word.
He spoke?
His
that
first
in
word.
primordial,
That
or
was
is that
not
in
his
common?
It is in common.
Oh god. I look at you, Tessera, and go, yes, that's correct. Points at Tessera, Harbinger.
God damn it, I wish Zeno was in this game. I would teach him the word fuck.
That's just like, I don't know if I should be concerned about that, and I feel like I should.
How about you be proud he's your child or something?
No, I'm glad that you-
Harbinger!
Positive reinforcement for him learning how to speak for his first time. He doesn't even have lungs. Do you understand how hard that is?
It's not... Okay. Great. Speaking, can you say any other words, Lambert?
Harbinger.
I go, wait, hold on, Tessera, can I see one of your rocks?
Are you going to give it back?
Maybe.
Give you one of the rocks you'd be willing to part with it in case you didn't give it
kneel
back?
I kneel down to Lambert. That's a very good boy, Lambert. I am so very proud of you. Here you go for your troubles, and I hand him a rock to eat.
He does not eat rock.
He puts it back in Tess's bag like the good collection boy he is. His attention is now solely on picking up rocks on the way back to the like you're walking. He's like a kid that runs ahead, finds a rock, runs it back.
Very good, Lambert.
I just had the most morbid thought though. Is he picks up pretty rocks? Are there any jewelry on the bodies that are on the sides of the road?
No, he's
Okay.
not doing that.
He's not gonna loot the corpses.
Yeah, we're not doing all that. So.
Other question I had. Why rocks? Like, I know you're an Earth Genasi, I know you have a rock in the back of your neck, I know you have a rock daddy, but like, why?
He's like, well, I guess it helps me feel, you know, more connected to the earth, and also my mother. She worked with gems and things like that.
Oh, that was a very surprisingly wholesome reason, and I thought you were going to say because they tasted good. Wow.
She's like, I don't know why you keep thinking that I eat them.
It's never been proven that you don't.
Have you ever seen me eat one? Like,
I've never seen you not eat one.
that doesn't make any sense. If I don't eat them, I would just not eat them. How would you see me not?
Okay, here's the other thing. You pick up rocks consistently, yet you still are able to carry around a bag full of rocks, and it doesn't seem to ever just get too big. So are you just randomly throwing them away after picking them up? Where else would they go if you didn't eat them?
Well, the ones that I do want to keep end up, you know, in my ring. And
See, you go in
sometimes
your
I
ring
let some go.
periodically. Oops, sorry, was
Mhm.
the last of that?
And, you know, some I do let go of if I find ones I like more.
So
Depends.
you just have a bunch of rocks in your ring. I mean, I've never been in the ring with you, so I don't know if you just eat them.
Plus rock, there's just some of them are in there.
I wouldn't know. I've never been in there. No proof.
Yeah, maybe maybe one day.
Mm-hmm. Well, anyways, I pick up Lambert and I sprint back to the house.
Hey, let him down. He
There's
was
just
doing a good job.
There's literally just the jingling, ling, 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 ling from the bell as he's running.
His
Down
wig
my rock
is flying in the air.
Yes, wings flowing. And if I get back to the
Put him
key,
down right now.
I'm gonna look at Brehuk, who's probably has a bath towel, and Finn, who's doing something, and be like, he said his first words.
Finn is like ready, like putting on her shoes to go outside again.
Word.
I am clothed. But he will look at you and say, What?
Go on, Lambert. Do the thing. I set him down and look at him.
Do the thing.
Harbinger,
Oh, he did!
I swear to God, I wish I wasn't Brick right now. Oh God, that's wonderful. Can
Finn
you
will
say?
point to... Yeah, Finn will point to, like, Van and go, General?
He looks to Van. And with everything that this little rock can muster,
General?
he goes, General.
I do the like hands up to
I
the
clap.
sky, glory on high.
I do the golf clap.
I point to Brehik. I say, Mr. Brehik?
Wait, no. That's not his name. You know his name, Muffin.
I look to Brehik like, do you want him to call you that?
What?
I look down to Lambert. Heartbreaker. I point at Bree.
No. It make it easy for him. First of all. Second of all, that is not my name. What? Stop. Hey, I look at Lambert and I point to myself and I say, Ree. Can you say that? That one's easy.
Yeah, I was honestly thinking the mother's nickname as well.
No, because I talked to his brother, and his brother said he broke a lot
No.
of hearts.
Ree.
Oh my god.
Shut up.
Butcher.
Oh shit!
His.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
Oh,
I'm
God.
totally
fuck,
kidding.
I would have been like, uh-oh.
Got him.
I'm
fuck did he hear that?
totally kidding. He's not heard that enough to be able to know that. No, he would go, Rick!
Rick.
Oh, what the fuck?
Your
Rick.
name's Rick.
Brehik does not look happy about this. He gets up and he goes and tends to his plants.
I pat
You're
him
Bree.
like, good job.
Great job,
Rick.
Lambert.
Rick! Like R-H-I-K, like Rick.
I know. I am. I do
Sorry,
not
Emily,
have
he
a pawn
decided his
shop.
nickname.
I do not have a pawn shop. God damn it.
Oh my god.
Porn
Yeah,
stars,
someone got
God.
that. Yeah.
Porn stars.
I can give
Me
you
and the old
$5.
man. Me and the old man. Well, anyway, Tessera, I don't notice is with you.
I mean, that probably comes in like a little bit behind him if you ran ahead. Please stop running off with him.
Oh, he also said 2 more words.
I missed it.
Sure did.
You did?
Go on, Lambert. Say their names.
General.
That's
mhm.
wonderful.
Reed!
Points to. Oh, he did it.
And then I'm assuming, Zelina, you would come in shortly after because you were on your way back.
Yep. She's walking with a stern purpose.
Oh, hey. Zelina. I hold up.
Yes,
I hold up. Lambert. He knows.
Present him.
I see. He knows 3 words now.
You're holding up Lambert because he knows 3 words.
Yes. Do you know how hard it is to say common without lungs?
Without lungs.
That's
Leave him alone.
Harbinger.
Ooh,
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that one, but it is a word.
but it is true.
Apparently.
Finn will put on her, like, sort of shoes and be like, be sure to teach him my name. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go out for a bit.
Whoa, where you going? Do we got a buddy system this again? I guess we did and everybody just split up.
Buddy system.
It's up to you. I was actually gonna go see Amari. Does anyone want to come with me?
Well, if she's in the castle, I was going to head that direction to tell them we won, if they didn't already know.
I'll
So
just
yes,
sort of like,
I could go with you if you want.
alright, let's go then.
As much as I would love to see my sister, I actually have some work that needs to be done.
Is it the cart?
Please don't bring up the cart at this time, brother.
I haven't even seen it. I just thought I'd ask. You said you had business. I assumed that was your top priority. Did something change?
Yes, well, the cart I have to wait till the next morning so I can become proficient with my woodcarver's tools to fix it, but I have some training I must get to.
Van has a blink, looks at everyone, looks back. I thought you were already pretty proficient with the instruments.
Well, yes, that's a performance. I'm talking
Yes.
about training.
Like physical training.
Yes, that's the time. That's why you do training.
What are you
Physical
training
labor.
for?
In order to stab people with the sword, I must become more efficient with it.
Oh, fair enough. I mean, if you're looking for a training partner, I'm pretty sure Mr. Brihik would be up for it.
Well, I don't think Mr. Brick can help me with this sword training here.
Well,
Oh,
what
okay.
type of sword is it?
Well, right now it's my rapier, but I've learned of a way where I can be charismatic with my sword play.
Did someone say my name?
What?
I tried
Yes.
to say that far away from my
Yes,
phone
yes.
or my microphone.
I didn't even realize it was you. I thought that was somebody else for a second.
No. Oh, did it sound far away? Fuck yeah.
No, it sounded like your mom or something saying it.
What?
I don't know why.
Brihik, get in here!
Well, I would look at Zelina as Brick's coming in. Well, I'm technically proficient with rapiers if you're needing to know more about it.
Oh well, no, I'm proficient with it. I just need to be more. How is the wordplay here? I'm using my charismatic way of fighting. Cough, cough, as in I could use a evocation
Hex
later
blade.
on to use charisma.
Oh,
instead
right,
of
because
dex.
you're a warlock, technically, right?
Yes.
He kind of thinks.
Hmm.
I don't know then if I can help you with that.
Yeah, that's why I need to train because.
Well,
I walk in.
good luck with that, I guess. I guess I'm just surprised.
Well,
I
I'm full
think
of all surprises.
It's really cool.
Oh,
You're
well,
doing
thank you
really
then.
well.
Well, of course, being protectors of the realm and potentially a member of the Silver Falcons. I mean, it's all good.
Actually, that's kind of why I wanted to go talk to Amari. I don't really know much about being, a cleric. So I was thinking maybe she could give me some pointers.
Well,
Wait, are you...
she's more druid, but she was with the church.
You might have a better chance with Maiden, but also, hold on, have you been in contact with someone who can give you clerical powers? Did you
I
ever
never
mention-
told you!
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think you ever said you had voices in your head as well. So...
Oh, right! Yeah! I'm talking to a god.
Oh, did you finally get
Wonderful.
voices in your head?
Mm-hmm.
How long has that been happening?
Oh, remember when we were at the tower and helping your brother?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
My sword started doing, like, a lot more damage, and a voice spoke in my head.
Well,
So, since then,
I'm very proud of you.
I know, I'm so
Well-
excited! Do you think Maiden would be better to go to?
Potentially.
100%, as they are a cleric.
And an Azuma, which is the child of a god.
Okay, well then I guess I'll go there. And should we look at if I'm going there, should I take someone else since you're going to the castle?
That's up to you. I don't know. Are we buddy systying now? Is the city safe enough?
I can go with the buddy.
I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
But I'm confused with this whole buddy thing.
Yes.
Oh, Van was worried because, there was a vampire attack and cultists might still be around.
Yes, there might still be dangers around, but Brehik ran off to buddy system you on the way back to the keep. And Trezl went with Finn to buddy system.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that was a buddy system. I kind of just ran off and teleported away from Brehik, and then I went off on my own after I got to...
He was still within eyesight the entire time.
I didn't see you.
Anyway, I'm gonna head off.
I'm gonna take a nap.
Alright. So, everyone give me a rundown of where you're going. Accordingly. I'm gonna just throw all your tokens on the board so I can keep track of all of you.
Muffin is going to head towards Maiden. However, she's actually going to be looking for Garland first.
Yeah, because you left him at the church.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah, right. No, I'd know that he's still charmed, wouldn't I? Because it's a day thing.
It is a day thing.
Yeah, so maybe not. I'm going just to Maiden.
Is somebody going with Muffin?
Whoever wants to can. I don't think it really matters.
I don't know. I was going to the keep. If Finn's going to the keep to get Maiden, then I guess I'm going with Finn. I was, and then I wasn't, and then I was. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Well, where are you going, Van?
I was gonna go to the castle.
Go to the castle then.
To Amari / the Emperor to let him know we did it. I mean, obviously he's probably gonna know that we did it, but like as an official, we did it.
Okay. What about Zelina and Brehik and Tess?
Zelina's staying at the keep to practice swordplay.
Okay.
Tess is probably gonna stay at the keep too and work with Lambert on his newfound, speaking skills.
Yeah.
Maybe we're gonna, try to encourage using Tessa or Tess instead of Harbinger.
Good luck.
After the fucking little time skip we're gonna have before the Act 2, we're gonna come back and Lambert's gonna be speaking like fucking Shakespeare.
Mother, why hast thou forsaken me?
Like you walk in, Brehig accidentally knocks over like a vase or something, and he's just like, "You egg."
Brehik, where are you going? Or doing?
Fixing the house. I will finish cleaning.
Okay.
And probably cook something.
Gotcha. Alright. So we're going to take our break now.
Yeah.
And then we will come back shortly with some more cleanup and finishing off the act.
Okay. I'm knocking it off now.
very well you're here, Mike.
Nope. Alright, we're back.
Alright, we are back. In it to win it. So, we resume as the three of you are staying back at the keep. Finn and Van, you head towards the castle. Immediately upon entering...
Finn's going to the church.
Huh?
Finn was going to the church, not the castle.
Why?
No one's
To
at
talk
the
to
church.
Maiden.
No one's at the
Why
church.
Biden wasn't there?
Oh! I'm stupid.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just came from
Yeah.
there.
Castle.
The church is a battleground. That
To the
is
castle.
no longer consecrated. It's gone. They gotta
go.
burn that shit and rebuild.
Entering the castle, you see tons of refugees still lingering about. Obviously, the rescue efforts over the sea are going to be for a few days now. But you would very quickly see a few of the people you're looking for. You can assume Maiden would be inside, but you would see Amari outside, helping some of the people. She seems to sort of be on like a little bit like kind of looks like a soup kitchen type of duty. Where she's handing out rations to some of the refugees. You would also see a few of the syndicate members. You would see Ivy, Bronze, Wick. I know, so many Bronze. Wick, and Thorn as well, helping with some of the refugees.
Oh, thank God Fawn lived. Woohoo!
I already knew he lived.
Muffin's gonna run up to Amari.
I'm going to walk up to Amari.
She sees you both, does the like scream, drops the bowl of soup, runs over, big hugs.
We lived! We did it!
We did. Our eardrums.
I
fell
imagine
out of, but-
her and Finn are doing the happy jumps.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? When girls hold their hands
Yep.
and they're jumping up and down really excitedly.
Van just picks up the bowl of the dropped soup, puts it back on the counter.
I would hear everything down to the last detail. I want to hear the whole adventuring story.
Absolutely.
She broke a coffin with her bare fists.
Sure did.
That is so badass.
Also, pretty sure that guy is never coming back because we like full on destroyed him.
Unless he finds
Oh
a
my
way
God.
out of the abyss or wherever he's at.
The abyss isn't real.
Well, he was a demon lord, so he had to come from somewhere.
Technically, he was a devil lord.
He was a devil lord.
I
so
know,
he had
I
to come from somewhere. You kept saying demon lord.
I know, that's my fault.
He's like, well, he's in the hells, so I mean, if he ever finds a way back.
Wait, I'm getting my lore confused. Hold on. God.
What do you
freaking-
mean? You're hurting my brain.
Hold on.
You've ruined my truths.
Hold on. God damn it. Hold on. Demidicus.
You're ruining Michael's immersion right now.
I'm my own immersion. Hold on.
Future.
I've intertwined those two. He is a devil. Yes. He's fiend.
Well, demons are also fiends, so.
So how are things here?
It doesn't exist. She said what she said. Things are fine. I mean, as fine as they can be with, like, the city sort of, like, you know, crumbling at the edges and, you know, refugees pouring in. But, the soup's not bad.
Ooh, did you make it?
I did. Do you want
I'd
to try
love
it?
to try some.
She'll hand you a bowl of soup.
How
I'm
is
going
it?
to very gingerly try it, knowing my sister.
It is the most mid soup you can think of.
I'm gonna walk
What?
over to mid soup.
Like mid. Like it's like it tastes like the most generic Walmart brand broth you can think of.
This is amazing. You did great.
Van's gonna go over to the big pot of soup and just fucking make just a bit of seasoning. Be an actual chef here. Just a little bit.
Her eyes are like sparkling when you're like, it's amazing. And she's like, really?
I'm not good at cooking too much myself, so this is great.
See, that's how I know that you have class. And then she turns and she sticks her tongue out at Thorn. Asshole
This
said it
poor
tasted.
guy.
Asshole said it tasted like shit. Shows what he knows.
He
Thorn.
looks like shit, so...
Thorn, I didn't.
That's what I said.
Thorn, I didn't know you knew what shit tasted like. Also, Muffin, did you just cuss?
Huh?
Muffin.
Don't know what you're talking about. Amari like wingmans. Gaslighting Van.
Hey Van, isn't that Ivy?
It is Ivy, and she totally heard you just swear. I have to tell everyone now.
Oh. I don't like you sometimes, General.
Well, apparently there's a long list of those people that I wasn't aware of, so hey.
Ivy walks over. She's carrying like changes of clothes, blankets, bedrolls like strapped to her hip. She's like balancing all of this, and she's like, as she's walking by, she's like, well, I enjoy your company.
Well, thank you very much. You're the first person to mention that in a long while. Thank you. Also, would you need assistance? As I
Please.
say, alright, if you do this and this, and I just strap up Trezzel with carrying capacity. Bag.
Dressel, very low, so only you hear, goes, I'm a dog, not a mule.
You're a wolf, not a dog.
He huffs and walks off with the stuff.
Well, you guys seem to be helping. Are you sticking in the city for a while, or is your job done once everything's settled?
Well, we're not staying long term, just for probably the rest of the week, and then we're headed out.
Well, we do have a keep. I know you all visited that one time. Actually, I don't know if you did visit. We have a keep.
We were at the party.
That is right. I couldn't remember if they were there or not, actually.
No one wasn't, but we were, yes.
Yes. Well, hopefully things will open up a little bit more. But, like I said, if any of you need a place that isn't being stuck in the middle of an active, what looks like a war zone or apocalypse shelter, we have a place that's somewhat less damaged.
That you asking me to stay the night?
I'm offering you a place to chill after helping everyone, but you can take it how you will.
Finn in the background's just like, don't mention the cart. Don't mention it.
Yes, my sister's cart got broken. She's very distraught.
She ain't happy.
But yes, if you all need a place to stay, actually, then we have enough room.
Tell her I'm sorry for her loss.
Didn't even think about the fact that you guys might not have a place to stay other than trees.
Staying at an inn.
Alright. I don't know why that's surprising. You literally stayed at the inn we were at that one time.
You know, we are druids, yes. We don't all sleep in trees.
That's not what I intended by any manner of the meaning. You've just
Brehik has always been a special, he's always been a very special bird, if that makes sense.
Oh, that's just a Brehik thing. I thought you all did this because you said it before. Was that just your way to get out of staying? Alright, got it.
Speaking of Brehik, is Bronze here as well, right?
Bronwick, yeah.
Bromrick, guess what?
What?
Brehik was pretty much like one of the biggest factors for getting rid of that vampire.
Not surprised. He should have been.
Oh, he's tough. Tough old cookie.
I mean, I believe we all made our part, but his assistance really did aid us in making sure we were able to hit it.
It was a group effort, but everyone did it great.
Yeah, protectors of the realms. I'm sure you hold up to your name.
Oh, you.
That is a very barbed compliment.
It it did feel that way.
Wasn't meant to.
Is it just your face? You should try smiling a bit more. Actually, now that I think about it, I've been told you get more ladies than I do, so maybe I should start scowling.
I don't scowl all the time.
Brooding.
I don't brood. Do I brood? He like looks to Ivy and she's like, no dear, you don't brood. And he's like, see, I don't brood.
I look at Ivy. Sometimes
Van, who do you think you're talking to, by the way? I don't think I've ever seen Bronwick brood.
Listen, he's the brood. No, I'm kidding.
Uh-huh.
Well, Muffin, if you want to, I don't know, whatever, look for Maiden. I was going to go see if the Emperor was around. We technically haven't reported to him.
Yeah. So, Amari, I've actually started looking at becoming a cleric. Would you want to join me to go talk to Maiden, or are you busy here?
Oh, yeah, no, I can go see her. It's been a while since I saw her. Yeah, let's go.
Hey, Ivy, maybe you should, Van looks lonely. Maybe you should go with him. I elbow Van like, I got you.
I look up to the sky.
She does the, like, pat on your shoulder, will take the things back from you that you are holding, gives you, like, a peck on the cheek, and says, if you're wanting company, you can always find me after the Emperor. I'm not, he makes me uncomfortable, so if you need anything, I'll be out here with the others.
We'll see how I feel afterwards. Speaking of, real quick, Amari.
What?
What was that?
She's like, what? And she's being, like, pulled away by Muffin.
Do you think, I have bad luck with the ladies?
No,
Almost funnier than straight up.
not when you try really hard, I think.
That's all I needed to know, dear.
I guess, like, I mean, if you wanted them, you could get them. You just don't like our leftovers.
Thanks, dear.
Or at least that's what you would call them.
I don't know if I would ever call somebody a leftovers. That's rude.
Muffin looks worried. Are you guys cannibals? What do you mean leftovers?
It's a...
Don't you worry about it.
It's a term.
Oh, okay.
It's a term. You're not old enough. I'll tell you one day.
Muffin tilts her head like, what? Oh, okay.
Well,
I think if you put your mind to it, you could very much woo a woman if you try to.
I have before in my 200 years, okay? You can be honest. I have to be rock bottom before I can climb my way out. It's fine.
Oh, well, maybe you should ask Archie. He might be able to be more direct than me.
No, he was direct. He said, I absolutely have no luck with the ladies, so... Also, so did Brehik. And apparently you just now. And so
I never,
would
no,
likely
no.
agree with
Don't
you.
take words out of my mouth. No, I never said you had no luck with the ladies. I meant you struggle sometimes when it comes to, I know we've talked about it before. There are steps, between meeting someone and, having kids.
Yes, and I believe I was the one who taught all of you that, since your guys' first step is usually to the bedroom most of the time. Well, Archie and Zelena. At least.
Muffet, you, coming!
Huh?
Did she say that like I insulted her, or like I don't want to talk about this anymore?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
She got very uncomfortable.
Well, that I insulted her, or she just didn't want to talk about it anymore?
No, because you're like, Archie and Zelena go straight to the bedroom.
I mean, yeah, they do. That's not wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna go talk to the Reaper.
You don't know what she does.
No, he didn't want to insult her because she's definitely trying to become or has changed very much as a person. He doesn't know where she still stands on some of that stuff. He hasn't seen her in a couple years, so he's not going to assume, hey, you also do that, just like the other two. Because I don't think she does, as far as I remember.
Not. She was always like, I'm in love with this person. They're my soulmate. I'm gonna marry them.
Yeah.
But she'll go with you, Finn, to go find Maiden.
Yep.
And Van, you go to look for the Emperor.
Yeah.
We'll finish that up then. So, Van, you go to look for the Emperor. You would find him in his war council, stewing over, some drawn out plans for essentially, like, clean up, repair. You could tell he's gonna have quite a long few weeks ahead of him, but he looks up when you come in, and then he immediately, like, drops what he's doing to, like, give you his full attention.
We realized you might have gotten word. We didn't actually report it. We went to a couple other places first. Demidicus is dead, 100%. Whatever hells he crawled out of, he's back in it. Hopefully never to come back. Yeah. So, Sun's back out. Most of the Empire spawn are done. I know you guys are still cleaning up, but I thought I should at least report in, even if you already got that report.
We appreciate it. All of your work was exemplary. It was much appreciated. You and your friends very much earned your title, Saviors of the Realm.
I just wish we could have done it with a lot less casualties, but thank you for the compliment.
Yeah, we took a heavy blow, which is why once we clean up the city and focus our forces on regaining our numbers, we're going to look into these dragon treasures, they're calling themselves.
Yes. Have you heard any more reports of them being still in the city at all?
None of our eyes and ears have reported them. Most likely they would have fled. We have reason to believe that they're working very closely with the Azanian rebels, but once we get more information, we can come up with an actual strategy.
Well, 2 pieces of information regarding that. One, we believe, and I believe we told you this before about the black opals or something like that. We believe whatever deal that the Dragon Treasure leader was making with Demidicus involved one of those. I still don't understand the correlation as to what its meaning and what its use is.
It's a correlation we don't know yet for ourselves, but
Okay, you said that.
I might have theories.
Like if he actually knows what this is about.
Well, no, he said he doesn't know.
I want to inside him to see if he's telling the truth.
Oh,
That's what I'm
yeah,
asking.
roll inside.
Yeah. I'm like, can I inside him? And you're like, what do you need? Inside him? Yeah.
Oh no, because I didn't hear exactly what you said.
19.
So he's telling the truth. He doesn't necessarily know, but he might have a suspicion.
It says, are you willing to share such a suspicion or theory? Seeing as we've ran into them a couple times now.
It's a working theory, but I believe they're gathering spell components of some sort.
For a ritual of something.
I would think so.
What would require that many black opals as a spell component?
I believe that whatever it is they're planning, we will put a stop to it. I'm gonna have our best mages look into this.
Alright.
And hopefully give us some much needed answers.
Did we tell him about the bandit camp we found that was connected to the Azarnian rebels? by the
You
way?
did.
Okay. So
Yeah, I don't know if you specifically told him about the guy.
the guy. Oh no, I don't think we told him about the bandit guy that we let go. Just
Yeah, but you told him that they were connected with the came to like the opal thing.
Yeah. He would say, speaking of Azarnian rebels, in our excursions across the city, if my memory corrects for their symbol, I believe we saw an individual with their markings on them. I don't
You
know
saw
what
rebels in the city.
I saw, well, I didn't see. I believe one of my compatriots claimed to have seen them. However, I don't know what they were doing. We were a little busy with the vampire spawns and Demidicus to really stop and ask questions. But I think you should at least be aware that they were in the city, if not are in the city.
I appreciate it. We'll double our efforts to look for any sort of stragglers.
Then, that's all I've got. Have a good rest of, trying to fix all of this. Brig just like that. You're not here.
Go!
No,
I don't
you
know if
know,
this will
like
be
how
important, Van, but you could also mention that we do have a black opal that we don't know what it does.
I was gonna leave that on the side to see if maybe we could have Archie or somebody who's not necessarily sanctioned by the crown to look at it.
Okay, gotcha.
That's also totally not me forgetting we had one on our person.
Yeah, it's muffins from her necklace.
I also didn't name a name, Brihick. I didn't single you out because they would call you in to ask you. I just said that we had seen one. I didn't tell him that they were in our keep looking at your notes. Okay?
Mm-hmm. It was a Fallout joke.
That's also, that's also a Telltale game joke, too.
Yep.
You could have just done Break Disapproves and made it a Baldur's Gate 3 joke.
Yeah. There's a lot of versions of that one.
But
You know, I still have yet to make it past the Druid Grove.
Damn.
that's fair.
Xavier will play one day. Me and you.
Bit.
Me on like my 10th playthrough.
You said that to me once, Dylan.
Bro, I
I'm
have
his boyfriend.
already gotten to Act 2.
Or-
I've still not touched the
I
game.
don't remember. Am I your boyfriend or am I your husband? I don't remember where we landed on that.
I don't see no ring.
I thought he was
Okay,
just your
boyfriend
like
then.
baby girl.
Yeah, well, hey, first of all, we upgraded. Second of all, that's my boyfriend. Leave me alone.
Once I see a ring, we'll talk about it.
All right, bet.
As-
Jared.com.
You're walking away from the Emperor's chamber, Van.
Yes, sir.
You would see the Empress coming down the opposite hallway.
Oh damn! First sighting of the Empress. Like
Second
proper,
sighting. Second sighting.
proper.
Oh, yeah, not watching her with her sleeves rolled up, helping civilians. Yes.
Yeah.
Technically.
And passing, she kind of like, how do I word her demeanor? She's extremely stoic, very like almost icy in her demeanor, but also very prideful, like straight back. She walks with purpose, and she would regard you, Van, with a very curt nod of respect.
I would give a nod back. I would ask her though. Are you all right, Empress?
See?
As well as any of us can be. And you were Van Nuth, correct?
That is correct, yes.
Thank you for your help in saving the city.
You're welcome. Sorry if
Now,
it's...
if you'll excuse me, I have to go meet with my husband.
I see. And he's like scratches his head as she walks away. Like, what is going on with this fucking family?
Roll me a perception.
Yeet.
It's the princess.
If it doesn't pass, I'm using my inspiration.
She has a very interesting perfume to her when she walks in.
Oh. Can I?
You can't put your finger on it, but it smells
Okay.
familiar, but not like crazy.
Can I use my inspiration for this?
Yeah.
Just to see, because I have a bad feeling. All right, 14. What?
Like I
is-
said, you can't put your finger on it, but it's familiar.
I've been near her before. Did she have this on before?
You weren't close enough to like smell her.
What? You say it like that? I.
But she would walk into the room and the doors would close behind her.
Is there a way? Is there any other way into that room?
The Emperor's war chambers.
Yeah, because I have a bad feeling. Like, can I get up in the rafters? Kind of like, I just want to make sure it's not a problem, kind of thing. What was that?
There's
sound?
really no other way unless you go through like an open window.
Actually, I'm gonna go find the princess at a very, very brisk pace.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I have a bad feeling.
No, you're okay.
About the perfume specifically.
Alright. Finn, you go to find Maiden.
Sure do.
You and Amari, you go find Maiden. She would be working with like these like dwarven contractors on rebuilding the church.
Hi there.
Schematics and plans.
Yeah.
She looks up, gives you a big old smile, like, "Oh, good, you're safe. How did everything go?"
was more worried about you. You weren't looking the best at the end there. I'm glad you're okay.
Wasn't. Thank you for saving me. Honestly, you guys are just peaches.
So, looks like you're looking to repair the church.
We are. It's gonna take time, like lots of time, but we're getting there.
May I make a suggestion?
Yes.
No long, windy, hidden door basements this time, please.
She looks down at the schematics, picks up a quill, makes a little adjustment.
Look, just like if you're gonna do that, maybe let us know that where something is. That was a time.
Technically, we don't have a reason to anymore. Yes.
Anywho, so listen, throughout this sort of battle that was going on, I ended up communicating with a god.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah! The only problem is, I don't know what I should do next.
Well,
And
don't you worry about it. Once we get the church set up, we can get you a shrine together, and if you're in need of an amulet, I'm sure we have some chalices laying around for the Eternal that we can convert into some sort of
hold
focus
hand
for you.
up. Yeah, what if it's not for the Eternal?
Ooh, oh, you're wanting to do one of the others. Got it. Well, we don't have any major churches, so a few of them, but if you're wanting to do shrines or research, that's a big one. Research which god, popular ways they like to be worshipped, and sticking to their ideals and values is helpful.
I guess I was just like, I trained as a monk. That's pretty much all I've known. And I was wondering if I'd be able to shadow you. And maybe you could teach me sort of what I should be doing?
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely.
Is it okay that I serve another god?
No judgment here.
I'd like to insight that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just curious. As a non-Crouzyan, how do they feel? Duh, I will reroll that. As a non-Crouzyan.
Oh my god!
I don't know.
3 natural ones in a row.
I don't know, man. I'm just spitballing, apparently.
You feel like she's a nosy bitch.
I give a look to Amari, like,
Amari gives you the best thumbs up of like, you got this.
Yeah, so looking to do that. Hopefully, maybe I could sort of hang around you. I think we're all sort of figuring things out for a bit, and I was thinking it might be good to do that at the time.
I think that's a wonderful idea. How about tomorrow you meet me at the church and we can start going over some of the scripture? I'm sure we can find some... Which god is it, by the way?
Oh, she said her name is Eitri.
Ah.
There it
This is exactly why I wanted the insight, because I was like, oh no, something's gonna go wrong.
Well, I definitely know a few scriptures on her we can gather.
I'm looking at Amari like, did I say something wrong? What happened?
Amari kind of leans in and says, Maiden's an Asimar.
What does that mean?
It means that our parents are celestial or holy beings.
Okay.
She might be related.
To Atri?
It's possible.
Oh,
And then Maiden's like, I can hear you.
what? No, you don't. What? We were whispering. you can't hear that. Are you related?
No, sort of. It's complicated.
Oh my god. I am gonna be asking Atri some questions. Yeah, okay, you know, if it's a problem, I can maybe, like, figure it out on my own, if that's all good.
You're fine, Muffin.
Doesn't
I'm happy
feel
to
like
teach
it,
you what I can.
but I'm happy nonetheless. The other thing I wanted to talk about, to get away from this topic... Wipes her forehead. My friend was Charm.
Yes, we already have him downstairs.
Yeah. This is gonna sound weird. Am I allowed to just sort of stay there for the night? Because
You can, if you
Okay,
really
sorry.
want to, but it's not the prettiest sight.
I know Garland very well, and I know that once he gets out of this, he's gonna be very upset with himself.
Guilt is a powerful thing. If you want to stay the night to reassure him, I can't imagine that you can't. Yeah. Offer him some sort of comfort.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Bright and early.
Mm-hmm. Do I have to... I, like, sort of hold my hands out. Do I have to change to look like... I'm happy to do so.
You can look like whatever you want.
Okay. Amari, I'll have to get your input on what's good.
Oh, I have a wardrobe, don't worry.
Well, I guess we should go catch up with Van. I do a quick glance to see if Maiden reacts to the name. Like, how does Maiden feel about Van?
She nods, like, alright, you take care. He goes back to it. She doesn't, I don't say care, but she's like, that's a
Damn
name.
it.
That's your friend.
Yeah, Van's really cool looks. Does she turn around again? Nope. Nope, definitely not. Okay. Marvin moves on.
Alright. Back at the house.
I tried, Van. I'm
Back at
sorry.
house.
There's a knock on the door. Who would
Uh-oh.
answer?
Um,
I'm
Did
out.
everybody else leave?
No, there's 3 of us in the house.
can Tess try to peek at who it is first?
You peek out the peek hole and you don't see anyone.
Is it because the peak hole's, like, high up? Is it gonna be someone short?
Open the door.
It's Muffin's sister.
You open the door, Briac?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you didn't see anyone because the peephole is human level and this is a gnome.
Knew it. Knew it.
Oh!
Yeah.
Dude, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. The face, it reminds me so much of Gilmore from Critical Role, but like
Oh,
on
yeah.
a gnome and a druid.
I have no fucking clue who that is.
I
I open the door.
I'll fucking show
Yeah,
you.
you see El Willow Shade standing there. Looks a little surprised that it's you, like, oh, good, it's you. Briac,
Looks
you
a
have
little
a minute
surprised.
to talk. Well, he
This is
wasn't
his
expecting
house.
Briac to answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like kind of give a very courteous nod and I say, "Oh, Elder Willowshade, please come in. We just got everything in order. The house should be relatively clean."
I was hoping we could go for a walk.
Oh, I look back at to Sarah and I'd say, "I will be back within a couple of minutes. I'm going to go take a walk."
He nods. Enjoy.
He gives you a nod, Tessera, of like not ignoring you, but just like, "Hi, nice to see you again." Like,
I
Fine.
whisper over to you and I say, "Keep an eye on keep an eye on Zell. She's still broken up about."
Will do.
And then I leave.
yeah, you walk with him. He doesn't go too far, but he takes you down some of the safer streets.
Mm-hmm.
You would walk in silence for quite a few minutes. And then he would say, "How are you really doing?"
It has been trying. I guess our journey has been filled with lots of hardships, but my friends are safe, and that's the best that anyone could ask for, especially in the circumstances right now.
He nods. You seem quite loyal to them.
I nod. There's... fuck, hold on. R1D2. God damn it. He will nod and say, "Loyalty is undying. Even..." How would he word? "Loyalty is undying, even to those who you no longer travel with."
He gives you a long look. Could I assume that courtesy extends to us then?
Brihick says nothing, but he just gives him a look.
He kind of like sighs a little. My goal wasn't to pick a fight. Apologies.
No, sorry, it wasn't. That wasn't a standoffish demeanor. I am trying to be a little bit more mysterious. I guess Van tells me I need to work on that.
Throw me under the bus, why don't you?
You're not one to talk.
Listen, I can be a train wreck. You don't have to say I was also a train wreck because of Van, okay?
It was a compliment to you.
I know.
God damn it. But yes, I say that.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, it isn't to incite in negative demeanor.
I think I preferred you when you were straightforward.
I look down at the ground, like at my shoes, and then I look back at him, like with a very confused face.
You always said what was on your mind. You didn't beat around the bush or come up with metaphors or similes in order to cover up what you meant.
I also wasn't very well read, and didn't know big words.
Right, you picked up a dictionary.
I chuckle and, nod.
You don't need fancy words in order to convey your point. But I'm not one to tell you what to do or how to change your life. You paid your tithe, and I'm not here to reprimand you.
Respectfully, it has been very many years, and I understand that you had business here in the capital, but seeing me personally, why are you here?
Though you left our family, I guess I still see you as one. Maybe on a more personal level.
Ma'am, how old is Elder Willowshade?
He's like 400, I think. He's
Uh-huh.
old. I gotta double check. I could be stretching it.
And he is also a deep gnome, is he not?
He's 500.
Okay.
He's a
He's also a
500
deep
deep gnome arch druid. He's a very old motherfucker.
Huh.
Are you my dad?
Exactly. That is where my wait.
He's an
Is Elder
archer.
Willowshade my dad?
He's an archer gnome. This motherfucker's like 4,000 years old. Let's get out of here.
He's 500.
I like my guess better.
I nod and I say, the feeling's mutual. Though we do not travel together anymore, I still will always hold a place in my heart for you and the others.
I had half a mind to ask other questions, though I feel like they would be in poor taste at this point. You did well in fending off the monstrosity that was plaguing the city.
Thank you. I assume that the guild had a hand in. The syndicate had a hand in it as well.
We helped clear the way, sure.
I chuckle and I say, now who's beating behind the bush? Go on, ask your questions.
Are you truly content with this life?
I don't
With
know.
the way things are now?
I don't know. I love the travel, and I do enjoy meeting the people, but I'm tired, and I have been for a very long time. I thought of this as a cute little fun adventure from an adventure book, and then you see people burning, being ripped apart. It is not what I expected it to be. I am looking forward to the light at the end of the tunnel, which is in the form of a bakery. Brehik, when he says this, though, his voice is like shaky. I don't know how to say it.
What you
Just
mean?
doesn't
I know what
sound.
you mean. I got your
Yeah.
whole vibe. I know exactly where you're going with it. He says, a bakery, huh?
Yes, it's peaceful and quiet living.
I legitimately thought you were about to explain what a bakery was to him. Yes, it's a store that you buy baked goods in, sir.
He starts mansplaining to Elder Willowshade what a bakery is. Yeah, the peaceful, quiet living, undisturbed in a small corner of the world, doing the same thing every single day.
Brehik does kind of turn away from him when he says that. Maybe just the slightest bit of a wince.
It's an honest living. It's a good living.
There's also some pretty good money in it if you're good at it. So I've heard.
I'm sure. Partnering with the girl of the golden coin, you could probably make quite a fortune.
I nod.
You know, I promised I wouldn't share this information. But I thought it best you know when you were ready. But I feel like you've grown up just a little bit more.
I say nothing because I have no clue what's coming.
You remind me a lot of your mother.
Fucking what?
Okay, hold on. Elder Willow
Wait.
Shade. What are you doing with his mom?
Wait. Hold on.
He might actually
Give
be
me
your
like
daddy. He might actually be
3
your daddy,
seconds.
Brehik.
That was like Yondu. He was your papa, but he ain't your daddy. Or he might be your father, but he ain't your dad. Hold on there. I'm trying to do 2 things at once, and it's.
Oh, you're
fucking-
scrambling for. You're fine.
Yes. Are you talking about Elisith, my mother?
He nods. She's a scrappy druid in her prime. Very good with reconnaissance, infiltration.
Face. Just what?
Just like she infiltrated my heart.
How did you know of my mother?
I'm checking a thing real quick. I'm trying to get all my information correct. Where is it? Hold on. There it is. You would say. Oh, she was one of our best Leaf envoys.
You want me to be forward, as I used to be. Well, he is about as close as you're going to get to it. You are the only other deep gnome that I know of.
You have your mother and father.
You said what?
He says you have your mother and father. They are also
Yeah, but they're-
demons.
No, they were force gnomes.
You were correct. Never mind.
Is Elder Willow Shade his dad? Tell us.
Yes, that's what I'm looking at him.
We want to know. Hey,
He
we
looks at
wanna
you.
know. Hey.
And I looked at him.
Like waiting for you to get
and
to your
he
point.
looked at me.
Are you my father?
That's a straightforward question.
I look at him like, bitch, that's not an answer.
Tell me, is the answer going to satisfy you?
Satisfaction has nothing to do with it. What I seek is truth and knowledge.
Well, let me clarify this. Your parents are your real parents, regardless of blood.
He nods. Like, yeah, they took care of me, and when they arguably should have just tossed me the fuck out.
Your mother did everything she could in her power to try and steer you on the right path. I gave her what connections I could to help her start a new life. And she fell in love with a banker.
Ma'am, I'm doing it. I'm doing the role.
Okay.
Inspiration?
You know what? Yeah, we are at the end of this. Fuck
Okay.
you. Okay, 14.
He's not saying no.
No. But is he dancing around the question?
Not necessarily dancing, more trying to hammer home his point. That you get the sense he doesn't want to put that title on himself when he feels he hasn't earned it or done anything.
He's your pappy.
I told you.
So can we have a flashback of an hour and a half ago where you're like, "Hey Rick, you have the healthiest family."
Hey,
He
welcome to the
does,
Fucked Up Family
technically.
Club.
I still do.
He's still technically as
I
healthy as
still-
family.
If you look at it, it just became healthier because now my family just became that much bigger. So
That's the logic we're going with?
what the fuck? Yes. What the fuck?
Can I have a high speed?
I don't know if Brehik would have a response. Honestly, I think he's
That's fair.
just as dumbfounded as I am right now.
He would note Briix being just silent. He'd say, "You should at least know that I never treated you any differently. When you came to us as a recruit, I kept my distance. You are no different than Bronwick, and I still intend to see it that way."
I like to think that Tess has just been sitting in the therapy room listening to this.
Oh no,
entire
we
thing.
have
They went
walked.
for a walk.
No, we walked. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They
I was
went-
gonna
they
say
went-
Tess is
They went to the milk store.
just Tess is drinking tea and just being like,
It isn't really known how druidic powers come to be within one. So, he will, with the most shit-eating grin possible, he will look him dead in the face and say, "So, Father Dearest, do you have any
Damn.
knowledge to shed on that?"
He takes a very deep inhale, very deep exhale.
Damn kids. Damn fucking kids.
"I respect you as savior of the realm, but not that much." And he pops you in the back of the head.
knocked out.
Damn.
So, do you know just as much as I do, then?
There are powers beyond your understanding.
But not yours.
The Verdant Syndicate was put in place for a reason. Reasons beyond many in this world's comprehension. Though our methods may seem ruthless, cruel, evil, as he kind of doesn't throw your words back at you, but makes it apparent.
Mm-hmm.
There are reasons behind the things that we do. Not everything is done with a smile on its face or in the name of glory or salvation. But sometimes change needs a firm push in the right direction. Inaction is just as guilty as taking the wrong one.
Even if that push is a tree over a loving father.
Some might say you need to burn a tree in order to save a forest. Other times, you kill the arson before it even gets a chance to spread. The right thing doesn't always feel good. And when you start justifying every little thing, well, at that point, your morality might as well be a swamp of murky decisions and indecisiveness. The things that we do and the things that we protect aren't easy. Nothing is easy. Which is why we rely on each other for that. When moments feel like they're too much, or when we start to question whether or not what we're doing is good. We look at the bigger picture, and we rely on each other to keep us in line. Sort of like how you do with your group now.
He thinks for a while, and he, on one hand, he understands, but on the other hand, he definitely thinks he's full of shit. Like, you know, not 100% like, oh yeah, whatever. Like, I get it, but sometimes it feels like it is the easier route to just pull the fucking weed out of the stem rather than treat the lawn. Or the weed right off the root rather than treat the lawn. And he will nod and say, well, we are heading back to Winebrook sometime relatively soon. I found these books about what it is to be a druid. If you have any light you would like to shed on it, I would appreciate it. But here, I don't think I need this any longer. And he will hand him a note.
He takes it.
Verbatim, Emily. Bam! Verbatim. From session 0.
Yeah. He looks at it.
This
He
used
looks-
to keep me up at night. But I'm glad we've had this talk. And I think my own inabilities and self-doubt have been keeping myself back. Time to look forward.
You're speaking like a druid.
Rehik wants to act cool, but he will give Willowshade a hug.
It is the most awkward, like, what? From this man you've probably ever experienced.
Oh,
And
yeah,
there's
well,
a very awkward pat.
This wouldn't be the first time he's received a hug from me.
I know,
It's
but
just been a
it's
very long time.
It's been years.
Yes, it has been a very long time.
We are
I
heading
hope
out
to
at
see
the
you.
end of the week.
Nod. I hope to see you around a lot more, and for the love of everything holy, please keep that brute away from the bottle.
He kind of chuckles a bit. I cannot control his drinking habits as much as... Well, as much as you can control being a pain in my ass.
Well, I'll give him a pat on the shoulder, say, one day we will sit down and discuss in depth a lot, but I do not feel I am yet knowledgeable enough for that day right now. So, I am going to return to my friends.
When you decide to take your head out of the sand, we'll be there.
Smile.
He'll walk off. So,
I run home.
You run home. Shifting over to Van.
Hello.
You wanted to go talk to the princess.
Yeah, I'm speed walking. Because I have a bad feeling.
Yep. You find her in her chambers.
Hey, I know this isn't a really good time, but do you have a secret way that you use sneaky sneak to get into the, what's it called? The war room?
Oh, we're doing that now.
Well, I saw your mother. We shared some words, but she went into the war room with your father. I just don't have a good feeling. It could be literally nothing, but I smelled something. I couldn't quite put it out. It was familiar, but I'm not exactly sure what it was.
As soon as you say smell something, she gives you the biggest eye roll, like, of course.
It shouldn't be familiar to me. And we've been running into people who can pretend to be other people, okay? I'm just a little concerned.
No, you probably just smelled the wine. She drinks like a fucking dog. She's an alcoholic, dude.
He thinks. Is that what he smelled?
When she mentions it, yes.
He kind of thinks. But I thought you said they didn't talk.
They don't, but when they do, it's an event. Look, she's at the bottom of a bottle almost every single day. She's never around. It's why the kingdom never sees her.
Blink, blink. But she did. Is she really good at hiding it then?
She can pretend to be normal when she wants to be. Doesn't mean that she's not a depressed, lonely bitch about it.
Okay, hold on. He kind of paused, like, because she seemed to be walking rather straight-lined, stiff-backed, straight-faced. Is that her pretending to not be drunk-faced?
There's functioning alcoholics, and there's, the city's in crisis. She probably put the bottle aside to deal with the issue. Give it a day.
Then why would I still smell it if she put it aside?
That's fair enough. If you're still smelling it, that means she probably hid it on the way before she went to go talk to my father, which also makes sense.
Alright, hold on. He closes the door, and he sits down. He's like, do we need to talk about something here? This is a very different reaction than I had gotten of the Imperial family. Like, it has changed every time I've talked to you.
can only keep the pretense up for so long. You know that, right?
No, I didn't even think you were keeping one up. I thought you were being just honest.
Look, the kingdom sees her as some... She's a good empress when she wants to be. That doesn't stop her from being a raging alcoholic who's absent every single day of the week and probably hasn't looked me in the eye since, you know.
Oh,
She spends more time mourning over the death of my sister than she does actually giving a shit about state affairs.
that's... That's odd, but I've not necessarily seen people who haven't done that. So you're saying she is more stuck in the dead than the living, is what you're saying?
More, she's stuck hating the living.
Does she not want to live?
No, just more stuck hating my father. And tolerating me, probably.
Why does she hate your father? Is it because your sister died, or is this just politics?
They used to be super in love. I mean, bards wrote, like, ballads about them. But ever since all of the travesty and things went down, they've just, you know, it ruined them. Her death literally killed my family.
Which is a bit mind-boggling from what you told me before. Regarding the memory thing, you would think that if there's going to be a memory thing, that it wouldn't be done in such a way that it would still destroy the family.
I might not remember what it is, but we know that he did something.
Do you think he did?
Honestly, I don't know. For all, even if it was true, and he got rid of our memory simply to try and save us the anguish of having seen something horrific, it still doesn't feel right.
No, it doesn't. And it's strange because he's seemingly a good leader to his people, but not a good father.
She kind of snorts when you say that.
Unless there's things I'm not seeing. Then again, he did make us quote-unquote the protectors of the realm, so...
He made you guys an insurance policy in case something went wrong.
In general, or is he planning something?
General. Look, he's not... I'm being harsh. He's the Emperor. You can't very well say anything too bad about him. He fights on the front lines. He tries to do what he can for everyone. He, you know, shits roses for all people realize with him. He's a good Emperor. He's a shitty dad.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't separate the two.
Well, that's... Hold on, he takes a moment. Processes. Like straight up, like... It's been a roller coaster of emotions today.
She's basically like, no, they're good rulers for the most part. You could say that. They're shitty parents.
Well... At least it's good I didn't think she was a doppelganger or something trying to kill your father.
I would have paid money for that.
That is a lot sadder than you realize. Not necessarily something that I don't wholly understand.
Meaning more to see you run in and, you know, accuse her of being a doppelganger. When she's not. I thought I would pay money to see that, yes.
Well, yes, it'd be funny to you, and then it'd be potentially worse.
Treason?
Yeah, something like that. Okay, well. I think we're all going back to the keep, so you're not allowed out of here, correct?
No.
How often do they check on you?
They have a guard rotation every hour and 15 minutes.
How long was the last one?
5 minutes ago.
Well, you could at least go for a walk. An escorted walk with the ploy that you are aiding the less fortunate.
I mean, if I'm arm in arm with the hero of the realm, they couldn't possibly be that upset.
That's entirely possible. Now the question is which arm?
She grins, takes one of your arms like, my excuse.
Yeah. He was also referring to the stone arm or the human arm? Or the...
She takes the stone arm.
Alright.
And then wrapping it up here as then you sit down with Garrick.
Who?
Not Gareth.
You mean Garland?
I hate my life. It's late. Garland!
Yeah, to sort of speed this up because we're ending. Muffin, wait. Would you be okay if we skipped a bit to when Garland sort of comes back?
Well, yeah, if you want to tell me what you would like to do when he's, back to himself.
Yeah, I was thinking about it before while that was all going on, and I feel like what Muffin would do wouldn't actually be training with Maiden. I feel like she'd probably want to do something with Garland. So I think she'd wait until he regained consciousness. What is his situation? Where is he? Where do they put him?
So Garland would be held underneath the Capitol. He's basically in a cell.
Yeah.
He's not unconscious, but after 24 hours pass, his glassy-eyed charm would wear off, and you would see that his senses sort of come back to him.
Muffin probably would have gotten the key or whatever from a guard. She would have opened it up. I probably know what's going through your head better than anyone. I know that you're probably stupidly blaming yourself, or just thinking like you didn't do what you should have done. She'll hold her hand out to him. I'm lost, and I need you. Are you gonna be there for me?
Little bit of a sigh. Looks at you. Uses your hand to kind of pull himself to his feet. He says, "You know I'm always here for you, kid."
And I think Muffin would probably she would tell the group this, but I feel like she might take the month to be with Garland and learn some things from him.
He would, and I can tell you this for sake of brevity, because we're all going to go into
Exactly.
But I will say for the brevity's sake, he could probably train you for a little bit of the month.
Mm-hmm.
He does have his own mission that he would need to get back to.
I was thinking in terms of we're swapping to another system, which unfortunately means certain aspects of Muffin is going to change, because they haven't been ported over yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking, if anything, she would probably learn some stuff from Garland.
Yeah, and we could totally work that in.
Yeah.
But rewinding a bit to that evening.
Mm-hmm.
Zelina,
Yes.
are you training outside or inside?
I was training outside in the back where we probably have some practice dummies.
Okay, so you set up a dummy outside and you're practicing. You would hear the sound of your gate opening and closing.
Mm-hmm.
And you would see Mr. Braun kind of like leaning over the gate. He has your note in his hand. And he'd probably stand there. He watches you train for a bit. And he says, your form's getting a lot better. Make sure to keep your elbows in.
Mm-hmm. Why, thank you. I see that you got my little entertainment.
I did, and so did the entire barracks.
Mm-hmm.
They posted it on the bulletin board.
How wonderful.
He has like an affectionate smirk when he says that too. Like he's not actually offended.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you just would have told me what was going on, I didn't have to hunt it down out of somebody. It wouldn't have happened.
He raises an eyebrow. You might have to explain. I'm afraid I don't know what you were trying to.
What, at the party that we had at our keep? When you were saying, oh, the boys were teasing me about something. And then you wouldn't really explain it to me, so then I had to go get it out of some other people at the party.
Right. I guess shoot me in the foot, why don't you, dear?
Forgive me for taking drastic measures for entertainment.
Oh good, this is drastic. I was worried that this was just mild.
Well, it is pretty mild. I could take it to a whole nother level if you'd like.
That's what I was worried about. That's why I came. Quickly.
Oh. So you don't want me to put lewd pictures in your...
I would very much not like the entire Ruby Gods barracks to see lewd pictures. That's... God, and he's rubbing a hand on his face. He's very red.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you wish for me to stop, just say so and I'll stop.
What do you want, Sel?
Well, first things first, I want to say thank you for that lovely talk we had a long time ago on our travels. I decided to try out for the Order of the Silver Falcons.
Really? He his eyes widen, a bit surprised.
Yes. And I have you to thank for that. So that was me saying thank you in my own strange way.
Well, you're welcome. But also, that's really cool, Zel.
Well, I had a lot of time discussing things, and being a savior of the realm, just it's hard to save the realm if you can't save all the other folks.
You're right. And I think I've learned that from you on my travels. From everyone, really. There's a lot of people overlooked from the capital. A lot of places left unguarded. The Emperor's sending me away for an assignment down south. After
Are you sure it's not a vacation?
After the gala. No. No, I wanted to do some investigating on my own into a few things. And he offered an opportunity where I would be able to.
Oh. I'm very proud of you.
It's not till after the gala, and I'm going to be working with some of the new Ruby God members, trying to bolster our forces before I leave.
Mm-hmm.
So, sounds like we learned a lot from each other.
We definitely did. We'll definitely have to make the gala a one to remember.
Mm.
Do you know how long you'll be away?
I'm not sure. Could be a few days, weeks, months. I guess it depends on whenever I find the answers I'm looking for.
Am I allowed to ask what your mission details are?
Well, he has me going to help with some of the Ruby God posts along the way. Basically, I'm going to check to see if any of the treasures would have ambushed any other God posts, similar to the ones you've found me in.
Wow. Well, I know you're going to do a wonderful job.
So, is this a good time to ask if you meant what you said on that note?
Are you talking about which one of you being my boyfriend?
I was referring to dinner, but...
Oh, of course we're definitely having dinner. And it'll be just the two of us, not everybody.
Wow.
I mean, unless you're into those things. I mean, I don't really know.
Not with my sister.
I think a private date sounds lovely.
Wonderful.
It is a date, right?
Well, of course, what else would it be? Well, I mean, multiple probably flings, shindigs, whatever you want to call it.
I guess let me clarify here. I like you, Zell.
Oh. Well, I like you too, Bron. And I'm assuming you like me, right?
I would like to take you out on a proper evening. But I also understand if that's not something you would be interested in. So I thought I would actually ask you if you'd be willing to spend the evening with me.
Of course. What should I wear?
With your new armor, I'm sure you could look however beautifully you wanted.
She just snaps her fingers like multiple times, changing the outfit.
He just laughs. He's like, again, it's an endearment. It's just like, yeah, nope, it's got it. You gotta stand there while, like, she tries on all the clothes.
Yep.
He is one of those boyfriends at the mall that is holding all of the shit. Like, outside of Macy's, you know what I'm talking about? It's like the congregation of, like, men.
Oh, yeah. You see it everywhere.
But I think that's where we're going to end Act 1.
We got some training arcs happening. Muffin's gonna be gone for a little bit, but then come back. Good times.
I take it.
The link is just gonna be gone for a month.
I take it we're gonna have like a little at the start of the next one, be like, "This is what we did for a month."
Yeah, I would assume.
Like how everybody has like, "I'm gonna train. I'm gonna be a cleric. I'm gonna join this. I'm gonna do this," and like Van and Tessera are just like, "Oh, we're supposed to be thinking about our lives in the future." Shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine.
But yeah, Dylan, do you want to close us out?
Thank you guys so much for watching. This is episode 29 and the end of Act 1. Please join us again in, is it two-ish weeks time?
Yep, join us again on November 25th at 7:30 EST. Also, I did get word from our composer halfway through the session that you will be able to view our album tomorrow.
All right. Please go check that out. Please support our fabulous composer and Angela for the incredible art you've been seeing. Thank you to all my fellow players and to our DM. Bye-bye.
See you soon.